Okay, so we got a machine we're going to fire up. Got a keyboard plugged in. We're going to turn this thing on, see what it does. Got to turn the monitor on. So, come on. Why is everything asking me for maintenance? It's so annoying. I'm busy. All right, come on. Let's see. No, I don't. All right. Okay. We have no display. That's weird. No display. I wonder if you got so much dust back here that there's dust in the connection.
You have your little spray duster?
Well, let's see here. I'm interested in why. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
It's doing an update. Way
I see
over
it.
here. All right. Weird. Yeah, that's it. Because what I'm going to do is if you don't care about what's on here,
You know.
then I'll just wipe it clean and start over.
Do you want to see what ESET looks like now?
Well, that's kind of the other part of the question. I want to see what you're talking, what you're calling as ESET is,
Right.
to what I know is backup. I'm sorry, virus protection, and you're calling backup. So
Well,
now,
ESET
to make sure I'm not, go ahead.
The ESET makes a suite called Professional
All right,
that allows a virtual backup on files you select to put in there.
right,
So that's something new that wasn't there probably years ago when you got me turned on to ESET.
all right.
Virus protection, they offer more than that now.
Well, let's see.
But I still did a flash drive backup on things, so either way, but I want you to see it so you can see what you started to be on at least. It's grown since this virus protection.
All right, let's see here. Mouse is not working. Let's make sure. Let's see here. Mouse cursor is not working. Is it the administrator that you log into?
I go to the backup one.
The other
You
one?
see it to the far right, it says backup.
Okay. Oh, that's right. This is Windows 7. Sometimes it takes a good minute or so before it sees some foreign keyboard or mouse. So we have to let it sit. And normally I could just reinstall Windows, but I would need to get this thing up and running to make sure I don't delete anything that you care about.
Yeah, the old XP format.
Well, this is 7. It's
Yeah.
not as old as XP. So, let's close this. There we are. Okay.
That's pretty clear.
Yeah. Mouse is not working yet, but that's normal on Windows 7. It might take another 30 seconds or a minute before the keyboard and mouse start doing anything. That's just the way it used to be. Come on.
It could be worse. It could be the actual operating system before 7.
Right. Yeah. Windows XP. It was like reign king for a million years. Let's see here. Let's plug in my. Is this it? There we go. All right. Plug in the Ethernet. See what it's doing. Nope. Still not working. Come on.
Is that typical?
Yeah, because that's just the way Windows 7 used to be. If it's never seen this keyboard or mouse before, it might take a minute for the driver to install. See there. Oh, did I accidentally shut it down? I might have. Okay, so now it's shutting down. So, you need Windows 10. You say you paid for it? Because I think the system
Windows-
qualifies for the free upgrade.
I don't think it's that age. I looked at the upgrade system and didn't offer it for free.
Because most of the Windows 7 machines did offer the free upgrade to 10.
I wonder how long ago that expired.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that actually expired, but the earlier Windows 7 machines did not qualify. Off the top of my head, I can't say with confidence.
Maybe mine was still too recent for that. Recent being the last 5 years or 6 years.
Well, what I would just generally do is install Windows, and it's going to tell us real quick. It'll automatically register when it talks to the internet.
There we go.
So now, it's going to start up. I think you shut this thing down mid-update, so it's doing these restarts where it's not totally done.
I shut it down. The guide walking it through, it says update, don't turn it off your machine.
Right.
Now it's set off. All updates installed. Then
Right.
I shut it down.
Okay.
There may be something else hanging out
Yeah,
there.
there might have been another update because when I turned it on, it looked like it was mid-update. Okay. So the mouse is still not working. Yeah, you know what? It probably. Come on, let's see here. Mouse, is the keyboard working? It is still not working. Heck. Alright.
Well, you wanted a tough one, Chris. You got one now.
Yeah, right. Sometimes, yeah, you can't get complacent. Sometimes you think everything's easy, and then a machine wants
Here comes a dinosaur.
Yeah. It's, the mouse and keyboard just are not working yet. Give it a minute. I mean, I'm normally real quick to just say, let's just start over, but I don't want to delete something you might not have backed up.
Got it. Plus, it's good for you to see what ESET's actually
Right.
telling you what's available.
And we're both confused about what services ESET is offering.
Yeah,
my
it
understa-
does your virus protection, but they also offer, if you buy their premium package, which I've done now since you got me turned on to them, they do have a virtual cloud backup system, which I've logged into and set up files that were important, mainly pictures
Right.
and files, nothing major. There's no separate programs that I purchased that would run with the system.
Right.
So that's a good thing. This isn't a vital workday computer.
Right. Well, if I erase everything, what's the first thing you're going to notice you're going to be missing?
Probably the only picture, the pictures probably, I noticed.
And I mean, would that be heartbreaking? I mean, I just don't want to be too excited about not caring about your data. That's all.
No, I mean, that's all I want. I want to see it if it's possible. If you're not, we can't control the system anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting another. It could be a minute. It could be another 2 minutes. But mouse
right.
and keyboards with Windows 7, the driver initialization sometimes it takes a minute or
And
two.
it's not telling you that either, right? You're just sitting there waiting and no
Well,
idea.
that's just normal experience. I recognize that if you plug in a foreign mouse or keyboard, Windows 7 might take 2 minutes.
Maybe suggestion next time you do that, tell your customer to bring his keyboard with them.
Well, no, it's not worth that hassle. Some people think they need to bring their own mice and keyboards and monitors. It's like, well, I'm the guy with extra parts. So you shouldn't need to have your IT guy not have their own monitors and keyboards
But you
laying
said
around.
it doesn't recognize your foreign keyboard.
No, see, nope, it's working now.
Now,
So it
see?
had to sit here for 2 minutes.
As soon as you said that,
Yeah. Okay, so you say the admin or the Diane one?
the backup. It says backup
Oh,
on
it
it.
says RPM backup. Got
That's
it.
right.
Okay, what's the password, or do you want to just type it?
No, you can do it. It's capital E, M as in Mary,
Capital M
then lowercase b,
B
761,
761.
exclamation point.
Oh, it's not, the keyboard's still not working. Hold on a second. Okay, what is? Yeah, the keyboard.
Capital M.
The keyboard's still not working. The mouse finally started working. How annoying! We still have to wait for the keyboard.
The good news is you got the mouse working.
Yeah, the mouse finally started working after about 3 minutes of dormancy.
The keyboard will pop on. It's fine. Give it a chance to catch up.
Yeah, right.
Well, so long as you're waiting for a keyboard to get set up.
A few minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's still going back through its dinosaur.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm gonna blow some of those.
Yeah, while we're at
Boogers
it,
out.
how about, look at that.
It might actually be faster now that the fan's not so caked.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see if the mouse. Come on. It's definitely plugged in properly.
Oh, it's in the right slot. It'll give a chance for it to breathe.
Oh, that cleaned up nice.
It did. Looks better from here. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can only vacuum the outside and take the panel off to vacuum the inside. That's
Well, you can get yourself your own.
yeah, and I could do it. As long as I'm not touching and messing anything up, I'm fine with it.
Right. Where are you living now? I know you're no longer in the village.
And not on the village, you know where 23rd and Crest is?
Yeah, I think so.
So this side of the mall.
Yeah.
Just,
All right.
just a little south of the mall.
Yeah.
I have kind of one room at the house is, you want to call it office, but that's pretty much what it is.
Right.
That's your favorite? Is that your favorite keyboard?
No, this one is here. Let me see. But there's no reason that that keyboard should not be working. Let me see what we got here. Some keyboards are a little.
I'm gonna go with the finicky keyboard theory.
It's not a finicky one. It's just some have more sophisticated drivers than others. Yeah, this one's not working either. Oh. Let me restart. Sometimes that kicks it in.
You know, start recognizing the keyboard.
Yeah. That's frustrating. But yeah, Windows 7 Professional. Technically, I think if we just reinstall 10, it'll just take the license for 7 and do the upgrade.
Try it.
Yeah. I mean, I can do that. I just want to get it loaded so you can say, yes, this is either important or not.
And it's a good tutorial to see what we have there and also see what ESET's telling you.
Right. That's why I'm filming this, so everyone else can see the interaction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's probably a good commercial for ESET while you're at it.
It might be.
Since you turned me on to it.
Yeah, no, they have the good virus protection. I just don't know them to offer any other services.
I think it came out 2 years ago in their professional. It just said, if you want to do this other option now, we offer this for you. Virtually back up your system. You pick the files over and you can move it and you place where to put it. And it's virtual backup. I picked the
Right.
files I wanted and it worked.
Right.
Now that you got me hooked on ESET since day one, I don't use any other protection. That's all I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, currently the Windows 11 is the latest and greatest. This will not do that. But most current Windows 10 machines will also not do that. So Windows 10 will be valid for another 2 years.
So I need by the end time for a new computer.
Uh,
I don't remember, Chris, what the gig of memory size here is anyway. We'll find
Well,
out.
if you only, basically speaking, only go, keyboard I think should be working now.
Shocking.
Now it's working. Okay, what's that password again?
Capital M.
M as in Mike.
M as in Mike. Little B as in boy.
B
7
7
6
6
1
1
exclamation point.
exclamation point. Do you use that password anywhere else?
No.
Okay, good. Because I think I forgot to hit the mute on the mic. Sorry. All right. Okay.
You have mail.
Yeah. It's all right. I usually only have 1 or 2 viewers at a time anyway. None right now.
Lucky me.
Right here. I can edit that out.
Veterans Day.
Yeah, well, it's one of those holidays where you don't know who's open. Right.
So schools and banks and government are all closed today.
Yeah, so if you want to cash a check, you got to wait until Monday.
Yeah, schools, banks, and government. Here we go. I recognize the home screen.
Yeah, there we are. All right, here we go.
Hopefully we get to ESET first, and I'll show you what it says, and we'll go on to the fun part.
You gotta first. I'm surprised this thing goes to 4K. It's got a small video card in there. You see how small the resolution is?
I do.
That's a 4K TV.
Look what pops up. There we go.
So that's your virus protection and a firewall. Smart security. All right. When's the last time you paid? Okay, so like this. This is what I would be afraid to accidentally not pay attention to. Do you care about this?
I put all of that in the ESET's backup, but don't worry. The pictures are on a separate flash drive. I'm not panicked about it, but I want to show you what ESET's doing.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, me too. Because you're telling me they're offering up a service, so I'm not terribly.
You probably never looked at it before. It's deep buried in their other options.
All right. I just don't want to be too quick to pull triggers, and then it's like, oh, I didn't back any of that up.
Right. No, I appreciate that.
I'd feel sloppy. You'd feel frustrated. Yeah, let's just make sure and not get too quick about a straightforward request. Let's see here. Oh, it's on my Wi-Fi already. Okay. So this machine has been here at the shop or on that network. Okay. So desktop content, you say it's backed up.
Yeah, can you open up ESET so
Oh,
you
what-
would,
Let's see here. Yeah, okay, what you have installed is
there,
not.
see that? See
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, so that's just virus protection.
But
That's not
look-
telling me it's backed up anywhere.
It does. It's
Where?
under, let me look
Let's
up there
see.
with you.
Yeah, password manager. Okay, so like that's a feature I'm not used to. Banking and payment.
Secure data to your right.
Oh, okay, so that's new. Okay.
See, encrypted virtual drive.
We'll encrypt files on removable drive. Okay, encryption is where it locks someone out.
Yes.
It's not telling me it's backing up anywhere.
But I did it all already. So go to click on that virtual drive part up top.
Where? Okay, virtual.
Down below, right there.
Right here.
Yes.
Well, that says create a virtual drive.
It tells you what it'll tell you what it does. You can read with it. I
Okay,
did that
okay.
already.
Okay. Yeah, this is why I was an outsider. You did this already?
I did it already,
Okay.
and it's on my desktop. I don't know if you can see it anywhere, but it's there. But you
So
can,
I created a backup.
yes,
You mean it's sitting over in here?
it's sitting
Well, then we
on.
got to get it someplace else. That's my point.
Yeah, I did it virtual drive. Then I didn't put it on a freestanding.
Yeah, what I usually like to do is if you care about this stuff, like the new Windows 10 does the OneDrive, that's cloud backup, and Windows 7 won't do that.
And here I didn't. So here I did the only thing I kept on there on a flash drive was just pictures.
And is that really all you think you care about?
Yeah. So if that it's got files on there too. If I could keep those files that
Yeah,
were on
that's my point. I
the
don't
ESET drive,
you
that I
didn't
put
bring
on
that
there,
drive. You didn't bring that drive with you, did
No.
you?
but
Right.
the ESET itself, what I did back up is should be on the home screen.
Okay.
Do you
mean
see it
on the
anywhere?
Oh yeah, we got the shortcut for this. Shortcut for reset. I see a bunch of PDFs and Word documents.
Yes.
I don't see anything else, basically.
Will it go to show the
Oh,
most?
wait, you got a folder named after you. Is that, what's that? Yeah, so you got, okay, so this looks like, that looks like a backup.
That's it.
That's it?
Look at the date.
Okay.
That's the only thing I
Well,
want to back
okay,
up.
so that folder looks like it was created back in 2016. That's an old file.
That's an old one.
Yeah.
You don't see any more recent downloads
Well, let me see here.
to desktop. It'd be on our desktop most
Drive
recent.
C, that looks meaningful. Documents and settings, Richard. That's only a year newer. Yeah.
I put it there yesterday, the virtual one from ESET that offered it. It backed up on C, but you don't see it anywhere.
Right.
On the more recent downloads on our desktop, you don't see anything.
The only folders I see are this Drive C and oh, you got a Richard folder right here. Hold on. No, there's nothing in there.
How about the Drive C one
Drive where?
up top?
I think that was the first one
That
I
was it?
checked. Yeah. See this one. If I hover over that. 2016, the last
Nothing.
day, last time something
What
was
showed up
active.
yesterday that
This is why I'm not too quick to pull triggers.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
But I did back it up to them yesterday, but I thought
How
I
do we
saved
know-
it to,
And as an outsider, I need to make sure that actually happened.
I put it to, if it's not showing up in Drive C,
Right.
I put it as to desktop. You don't see anything on
No,
desktop.
these are the only folders that have anything meaningful, and they're not terribly meaningful because they're 5 years old.
Will ESET show you where it doesn't show you where the backup was,
No,
does it?
correct. You were able to
Let's
point
look
it
up your
someplace.
I might recognize
Yeah.
it if I see it.
The rest of what's up there is just documents.
Well, I know it's there. I saw it last night when I was going through this stuff, trying to find
Maybe
where
you
it
saved
was.
it to that other drive, and it got saved there, but I'm not able to confirm that.
I didn't have it plugged in. That was only the pictures. All right. So assuming I want to do this, Chris, how do I do it without?
We need a drive. I can sell you a drive, or you can go to Best
Sell me a drive or,
Yeah,
or
okay.
a flash drive, whatever you got. I'll do it that way.
Let me see how much stuff you have on here.
Call it safety as a precaution.
Yeah, I mean, that's why some people, I mean, obviously I've made that mistake in the past. I trusted someone when they said they were backed up, and then I wasn't able to provide, and everyone's feeling frustrated because they thought they were, and I didn't bug them hard enough about it. Which account are we in here? What about the other two profiles? Do you care about what's on those? The Diane?
No, she has her own things. That's not me. We could
Okay.
do it if we have space. If we have space to put Diane's in, not until she has very much.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, yeah, you got 40 gigs just on your desktop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
Then you know, I'll pay 2 drives, one for my stuff, one for hers as a backup. That way I've got it all just in case.
Okay.
Better safe than sorry.
Right. Okay, I got this drive. I could just pass on the cost of this.
Perfect.
All right, technically it's for another customer, but I'll replace it for that.
Ah, he's not here. You snooze, you
Well, it's
lose.
brand new, so I'll just go to Best Buy and get another one. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait. But if we do this
No,
now,
just do it.
this is a job you can wait for, rather than showing up later.
Perfect.
All right.
Plus it's fun.
Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, I mean, when I get more popular, people will show up in the chat, and we can all party.
See?
Yeah.
How many do you have? 200 and something?
230.
230.
But those are subscribers. Like, if you go, do you have the YouTube app on your phone?
I do.
Go there.
Okay.
I mean, ultimately, I don't mind giving it away live. If I can help someone through text, it's not taking up a whole lot of my resources, and everyone gets a valid conversation that means something to everyone. I mean, I get paid to do the work right here, but you get value out of it because you get a conversation you can revisit.
That's true.
Alrighty. Actually, whose drive is that? Oh, that's someone else's drive. Let's
Okay, I'm at YouTube. We'll search under.
South Bay Tech Gurus.
I knew Chris Wynn before he was famous.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how long do you think it's going to take before Stewart's building gets flattened?
6 months.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I was only supposed to stay there for 2 years. I was there for 5.
that's right. I found it. Subscribe, South Bay Tech.
Cool.
Oh, look, it's showing you down here.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, there you go. So, oh, that's the first. That's not this video, but yeah, every time I have something
it's
worth.
showing this one.
Oh, is it? Yeah, yeah, that's live. That top, that one. Yeah.
So I'll subscribe.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
I'll be number 233.
Sweet. Thanks. So we're gonna plug this drive in. And we're gonna do a manual backup.
Okay.
All right. So this Richard account, it looks like you have 3 or 4 accounts on this whole machine. So control. What about your Dropbox? Do you use that account?
Dropbox is separate. I rarely use it, but it's okay.
Okay. Because that would have been a valid way to back up also. But let's see here. Good.
I have the basic Dropbox. Doesn't give you a lot of room.
The free one then, that's the 2 gigabytes copy. And here we go. Okay, so now we're manually dragging everything over, and you got over 70 gigs worth of data. So that's a lot of data you will probably kind of forgot you had, and I wanted to make sure we weren't gonna just walk away from.
I appreciate that.
So now, hopefully this just takes several minutes. Unfortunately, it might be 20 or more.
No.
Well, let's see.
Watch how fast it downloads.
Let's see here. Yeah, that number usually initially is inaccurate. That 50 will turn into 30 in about 5.
What are you running here as your
Internet? I have Frontier, but it's only 100 megs.
100 meg.
It's not as fast as a home. It's funny how you can get faster internet at home than
At
an
home, you can't do
office.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Well,
weird.
now you have Spectrum is one other option.
Yeah,
Frontier.
but Frontier is fiber, which means it's more consistently reliable. With cable, it's more up and down.
You just surrender speed.
Well, it's unreliable. So, like, when everyone's watching Netflix at 7 or 8 in the evening,
Your buffers
yeah,
down.
I'm fighting for that. Yeah, fiber's a little more even.
True.
Yeah,
It's reliable.
yeah. I mean, cable's usable, and for someone like me, I can get away with it. But if I had a larger office of like 20 or 30, I would need fiber more reliably.
Absolutely. And we're looking in the South Bay. We're looking at even adding that. There's companies that are coming to cities that want to offer you fiber, with no buffering, high speed, and lower
Right.
cost than what both Verizon and Spectrum are offering now.
Right.
So we're trying to find these companies to do that for us and offer both business and residential. That
Right.
speed and reliability.
Let's see. Let me get this a little closer.
That's your camera.
This is the camera, yeah. The microphones are all the collection of catenary. All the catenaries here. Let me see. I should actually turn this light on. Is this plugged in? Let's see.
It's your selfie light.
Yeah, I usually only use it when I'm. Yeah. Did I unplug this? Yes, I did. Oh my goodness. There we
I
go.
heard it.
There.
There you go.
That helps a little bit. So it's hurry up and wait.
That's all right. It's a good thing.
But it is happening faster. Good.
Yeah, I don't think I have nothing major in there. I think a lot of it's there's some probably video, and then most of it all pictures, and then a couple of probably Excel files that are
Right.
large. That are large.
Right.
So one of your clients also need an external drive.
Well,
External drive
I
backup?
wasn't able to help him because his dead computer, which is physically damaged, and I therefore can't turn it on. The drive is technically not damaged, but he encrypted it, which means I have no access to it, and he didn't properly make sure he knows where the key is.
Ah,
So I wasn't able to help him. I was able to figure out in 5 minutes or less that I can't do anything. That's why I can confidently take his drive he brought me. Go back to Best Buy. I could see exactly what model it is. I'll go, here you go. Here's your replacement drive.
there you go.
Rather than me sending you off to Best Buy
His
right now.
loss is my gain.
Yeah, right. I don't always have the luxury of being able to offer a fixed right now service. Usually I'd send you off on your way and you come back days later. But
What's the size of the backup?
that's a terabyte.
Okay.
So that's probably what you have inside the machine. So, and that's what I realized, 60 gigs is not going to fit on both thumbsticks. So this way we don't even have to do some piecemealing. We can just grab it all,
Yeah.
put it on the drive, and you can do your homework or house cleaning later.
Yes. That'll separate later on. Once you put the new system, the new Windows 10 on, it gives me, I can house clean and set up as I want.
Right.
Some only when that drive for, what's that?
Do you remember paying for Microsoft Office? Because that's what I recognize that we're going to have to reinstall.
It probably was one I've done it earlier. But
Do you know if you're doing 365? I don't know if you could do 365.
it's not 265.
So we're going to log into Microsoft.com, and that's how we're going to relog. Relog into Microsoft's website, pull down the software you paid for, and then install.
Perfect.
So just reinstalling Windows won't be the full fix. Alrighty. Hurry up and wait.
I did bring the digital key though for the Windows 10 that I paid for,
All right.
so I have that.
I don't think we'll need it, but we'll find out real quick. Because it's going to take us 20 or 30 minutes to install Windows, and then it'll either ask us for that key or not. Because if it doesn't, it's because it's already qualified for the free upgrade.
Woo! I get a rebate.
There you go. See,
Nice.
everyone on the conversation gets to hear all this.
I think it's fantastic.
And I'll title it What's Reasonable, because the key points that we spoke of will be in the notes.
Do you notice who the one viewer is?
Oh, I don't know. Is that you, maybe?
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I've had up to 10 at a time. That's how small I am.
I can stay out there
Yeah.
after 5 or whatever,
Oh, yeah. After 5, they don't enforce the 2-hour thing.
so I'm ready here.
Actually, in the middle of the day, they don't even enforce the 2 hours because that's my silver car out there.
Oh, really? I was right next to it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I still have the Samurai.
Do you really?
Yeah, that's in the back.
You saved that for,
My off-road. Well, I got desert property.
that's right.
I need an off-road vehicle. So I keep, every time I think I don't need a spare car, it's like, well, that car is actually capable of going off-road. That thing, to visit my property, I was just out there a few weeks ago. I have to be real careful not to bottom out and get a rock stuck under there because it's just a 2-wheel drive Toyota.
Right?
So that Samurai can actually go offline.
Oh, you
Off-road.
parked it in the back. I can only see the handicap parking spot.
Yeah,
in
that
the middle.
parking back there is awful anyway.
So I'm
Yeah.
allowed to park on the street.
Yeah, it's easiest. Yes.
It's been pretty well, Chris.
Yeah, it's about 20% done. You got some of this backing up is music,
Some music.
and your
yeah.
music's probably the bulk of it because those files can be larger. So I can see it's just you got a lot of classical music we're backing up.
You know, it's funny when you're here. I put on that in my office. I put classical music on my speakers.
Yeah.
When I'm working on something, it's just background music.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, mine is hearing it, but I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like the white noise of something
Yeah,
going
it's like
on.
white, think of a fan going on. It's
Right.
like in
No,
your
you know
background.
there's YouTube channels that make tens of thousands of dollars
Seriously?
of just white noise.
No.
So they'll play a 10-hour video of nothing but white noise.
I mean, they have the calm videos. You hear rain,
Right.
you hear surf,
Yeah.
pounding surf, and you
Yeah.
hear wild jungle sound
Right.
background. I didn't think it's something in a white noise background.
No, there's if you go to YouTube, you're gonna find several YouTube channels where they got hundreds of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers. It's like I don't think a lot of them are getting paid because YouTube has decided that's low value content. But yeah, if you just want to listen to rain while you're in bed,
Yeah.
it's there.
Well, that's what that Calm app is for. You can pick like you want jungle sounds.
Well, there's like meditation apps where someone will actually walk you through a meditation course. So yeah. Yeah, this is chugging along. It says an hour, but it's
no, it's
almost-
not.
it's like-
They
yeah.
always overestimate that.
yeah, the math never makes sense. Hurry up and wait. Yeah, it's
So
half
what
the
is the
battle.
oldest operating system you've had in service?
I haven't
in the
seen an
last
XP
year?
machine in a long time, but this is the second Windows 7 machine I've had in here in a week or two.
So that's the oldest you've seen in
Yeah, after
2
about
years?
I tell people when they buy new hardware only to expect 5 or 6 years. If it lasts longer than that, you don't want to put too much effort into it because one, even if the hardware is in good condition, once you can no longer install the latest OS, you're no longer secure against viruses.
True.
So technically Windows 11 can't be installed on this hardware, but you got until 2025 before you can no longer update Windows 10.
Yes, what I do, but I'm thinking by next year I'll get my own updated, new system. I've been so that system that Dell's been so reliable, Chris. I have
Yeah.
no problem. You've seen it. Well,
These
twice.
XPSs are the most reliable Dells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great.
Right.
Now the new Dells, I don't know what's come out with. What do they offer? Are they offering terabyte? Is there base?
Yeah, you can
systems?
get a new XPS if you want. But yeah, so that's the other thing. There are performance-oriented Dells that are XPSs, but what they'll do is they'll put an SSD in there, and it'll be a small drive, which frustrates everyone because then people don't realize what happened. They'll give you a mechanical drive that's large,
Right.
but Windows will be on that tiny SSD, so you'll run out of space on the SSD, not realize what's going on. Yeah, these huge companies that put 2 or more drives in a computer,
Yeah.
they don't realize how easily confused a user can be. They don't understand the concept of how a user would get lost and not realize that second drive is supposed to be manually used. Unfortunately, you need just a little bit of a technical skill set to properly know how that works. And unfortunately, Dell just wants to keep the price cost below a number, so they'll put the smallest SSD in there, only big enough for Windows, and then you run out of space after you install Office.
And everybody's pissed off after
Yeah,
that.
and then they come to me and I have to sell them a new drive, a new SSD, so it's actually not a downgrade. And then once they get their terabyte or 2 terabyte SSD, the mechanical drive is a moot point. They don't need it.
You need it.
Yeah.
All right. No,
They could have just saved everyone a whole lot of heartache if they just put a bigger SSD in.
So based on what I'm using in space-wise,
Yeah.
what model in Spirit are you saying that I need to order next in 23?
We'll get an XPS,
Okay.
which means that's like the $1,000 or more.
Right.
It's like a Lincoln versus a Ford.
Mhm.
It's a slightly upscale model, but it's
And-
not a gamer's car. It's not a
No,
gamer's machine,
Not a
even
game-
though it's not
a
an
game machine.
Yeah, so that's why as an XPS it'll have still a slower video card, but still a more upscale setup and configuration. So you're going to want to get one that has like at least an SSD with 1 terabyte, or get the one with a smaller one and just know that you're going to want to upgrade it. Because if you try to install everything on the mechanical drive, you're technically a slower machine than what it should be for
So
2022.
1 terabyte should be your minimum.
Well, for you, you got about 60 gigs worth of data.
Yeah.
That's kind of telling me you don't need more than a terabyte. So if you
Well,
put
I
an
won't hit it.
SSD terabyte,
Yeah, so I
Then-
won't hit that, but it's good to know I've got that name. If I need it, it's
right,
there.
right, yeah,
And then you got the systems last Windows 11. If you buy Windows 11 in 2023,
right.
that will give you what 3 years of operating history.
Yeah, Windows 10. Well, I don't know how long Windows 11 will be serviceable, but Windows 10 is updatable up until 2025.
So you figure 11's going to go past that to 26, maybe 27.
Well, it seems like because Apple also supports their machine for 5 or 6 years, that's just
They're
easy
gonna
for me
match.
to remember. 5
So
or 6
that
years.
means if I buy in 23, that means they're going to be in the 28.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Right.
You're at the halfway point, aren't you?
Yeah, almost. I think we're up to about 40% transferred.
It's cruising along.
Yeah, and everyone can see that vaguely speaking, and it's blurry enough so that you're maintaining privacy. They can't read your files. So that's why you get such a high resolution, they can't quite see exactly what's going on.
That's good.
But yeah, this TV is brand new 4K TV.
I see the box over there.
Where?
42 LG.
Oh yeah, yeah. This thing is just a Costco $250 special, but it's old. I've had it for years.
You know, you get that same kind of quality for the same Hisense
Yeah.
is another manufacturer that's
Hisense,
highly
you mean?
rated. Yes. yes.
Hisense is another off brand. It's not the like this is an LG that's considered top tier branding. So is Samsung, but that's like an entry level $200 Samsung. So Hisense is one of the mid tier brands like Vizio.
Right.
That's another mid tier brand, and then you get the weird knockoffs that are from you can't even remember what brands. they are.
No, I know what they're made.
Yeah.
But LG, I have an LG at the house too, and I've never had a problem with it.
Yeah,
It's
no.
5 years old.
I got hired to install the LGs at Old Tony's.
Hmm?
So if you go into the Crow's Nest, they've got like 4 of these. Well, these are the new ones, but the older ones that are up there. I don't know how often you have a beer up there.
Yeah,
But I installed those TVs.
they're still there.
Yeah. That was 5-6 years
Oh
ago.
my God.
Yeah.
Well, they don't play 20%. They only play when they're open. They shut down at nighttime. They reboot the next day. So
Yeah, I haven't been in there in 6 months.
Ah,
I mean, they kind of shut down for the pandemic.
is Tony's the same Tony as
Tony's
Tony's
on the
the
pier.
marina? Yeah,
On the pier.
there's also Tony's in the marina.
Well, they got 2 spaces. I'm talking about the restaurant
Of
that's
the
over
restaurant
Redondo
space.
Pier,
Yeah,
where they got the crow's,
Crow's Nest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's exactly where I'm talking.
Let me see. It's getting updated here. Two places called Tony.
Yeah, it's just coming up on half done. Alrighty.
Getting there.
Yeah. Good. I'm checking out my live feed. Sometimes I have to check my audio. Sometimes I'll have a good conversation and the audio will be totally off because the microphone wasn't set properly. That gets frustrating. Because all I offer is a live offering. So I have to be ready to go and hit that switch. That's why
No.
this time it looked like my Facebook feed was broken.
Yeah, there's no delay here in time. You're
No,
live.
there's a delay. It's like 2 minutes. It's like 30-second delay before anyone gets to see what's going on.
Ah,
But yeah. But yeah. So what, is this one of you, the drive that, you didn't save it to one of these, did you?
No, no, I remember I used a flash drive.
So, okay, so.
Yeah, this is much
probably
better.
Yeah, this is only $50.
This is much better and it's solid and it's
Well,
good.
yeah, it's 1,000 gigs, it's,
And I'm gonna have both mine and Diane's up on this so I can download them.
okay, well, so that's why I was asking, you said, well, I noticed that there was a Diane profile here, do we need to back her stuff up too?
If we can, I don't know her password stuff, but if we can, we can. If we
I
can't,
think
we
I
can.
vaguely remember, if this is the same computer I helped you with a few years ago, you had Norton to back up.
Yeah.
Is
But
that what you were using?
No.
Okay.
You said only.
For a while you were using Norton, right?
Only when I first got it. The one terminal you said I used to use it from that point forward.
Yeah, that was several years ago at
Yeah,
this point.
and I've used
Yeah.
it ever since.
Got it.
And I'm so good at it, I ain't told you about the new service they offer.
Alright, okay.
Now, Norton's been long gone.
Yeah, okay. So ESET's starting to add features I wasn't even aware of. Like, I didn't know they did in the background. Yeah, I just knew them for the virus protection. Alright, now we're coming up on half done. 40 minutes. Yeah, normally I broadcast to Facebook at the same time.
Yeah.
But Facebook broke. That's what that error message
I wonder
was.
why. What's going on with
Sometimes
Facebook?
Facebook just glitches sometimes, but so does Twitch. I thought that error message was Twitch. I have software that allows me to broadcast all three at one time.
Ah,
So I said, screw it, YouTube's the most important.
true.
So I said, ignore the Facebook, I don't have time to screw around.
I like that.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Most of your clients, because they come in here, what's the average amount of data they're carrying in? 60
It
gigs?
depends. I mean,
50
actually,
gig?
it depends. Sometimes people have a lot, but if your computer was built in the last, well, if it came with Windows 10 or even 8, and if it can do OneDrive, people are often able to just update their, or back up to the cloud. So even if they're, so one of the services I like to offer is when people bring a new machine to me, I could set up their backups to the cloud.
Right then.
Yeah, and that way if they have to come back to me, and they have, if it fails or if the machine totally just dies and it's not worth putting effort into, you just log into that account on new hardware and your stuff just falls back onto it.
Got it.
So in order for that to happen, you need to either be savvy enough to do it yourself or have me do it. Not that it's terribly difficult,
No.
but if like you have Windows 7, there's no built-in service support for that. Windows OneDrive is a service that's only been available, I think, since Windows 8.
Ah,
You have 7.
I was a little too early.
Right.
That makes sense.
So once we get this on 10, we could get you on OneDrive,
Then I'll have it set.
and then you can have everything in the cloud,
I like that part the best.
which means you technically don't even need to keep this mechanical drive.
But the good thing about having that, it's good that you have it.
Yeah, you do want to do backup to the drive, to a physical drive anyway, mainly in case you get one of those encryption viruses.
Yes.
And where the ransomware, it'll hide your data. You need one of these, technically you have 2 of these.
I
You have
call
one
it
that's plugged
old
in.
school.
Yeah, have one that's plugged into the machine and have one sitting on a shelf. And that way the one on the shelf is what saves your day if you get a virus.
See?
So,
There's something to be said for old school there.
right. Yes. Good. Audio sounds good. Cool.
Clear as a bell.
Was that you subscribing? I don't know. Someone just subscribed a minute ago. I wonder if that was you.
I subscribed.
Yeah. Well, that's what that noise was. Someone subscribed. I wonder if it was delayed 5 minutes. Let's see here.
It shows me subscribed on the screen.
Cool. Yeah, I see that. 233 now.
I'm the 33.
Sweet. So that sound was probably just a 5-minute delay.
It was a delay.
Cool.
Yeah, when I badge of honor, I'm 233.
Yeah, sweet. No, the first real big goal will be 1,000.
1,000, yeah. Or
Yeah.
even 500 is a good goal.
Well, for 1,000 is where I can check that box that says,
oh
okay,
yeah.
now I
Do you
can,
have it?
yeah.
Your ads, your banner ads are showing
yeah,
up.
that's where the number has to start, and then I got to get 5,000 or what is it, 4,000 watch hours.
Oh, they track the time?
Yeah, because they don't want people just spending 2 seconds on the video, because then there's no time for them to shove an ad in front of your face.
Got it.
Just like any ad.
I would watch it. I
agency.
want to see the news. I want to see what you're putting out there. And
Sure.
see
Well, just go through the whole channel. You'll be able to see half of what I do.
something that applies to me and say, hey, that
Yes.
makes sense.
I've sent this to a bunch of other customers. It's like I haven't seen them lately, and I'm sure they've been able to figure out how to do certain things. But ultimately, what my offering is international, and I want to get that base. That would be more fun. Because I could just rattle off like on a radio show sort of environment. These are what your issues are.
Or you could get kids that are coming into high school, teach
Yeah.
them in a lab class. Think of a
I-
PC lab.
Or we could do like they could get their computer going on it on their own desk. We can do FaceTime call, point the camera at their issue, and I can walk them through as their supervisor.
It's like a virtual PC lab.
Yeah,
South Bay Tech Gurus offers PC to Virtual Lab.
that's the gimmick. Yes, you want free content, free conversation, show up. Yes. I'm not hiding from what I'm up to.
No, it's right there and everybody can see it.
Yes. I mean, obviously something like reinstalling Windows, if you don't know necessarily how to do it, or physically you don't necessarily have what you need, like a memory stick, that
Yes.
would be something you can bring to me, and then when it gets done, you see how it all happens, and yeah. Or sometimes there's weird technical settings in the system that need to be revisited, and I'm not necessarily able to rattle off what's going on in, say, the BIOS, which is like the spinal cord for the computer.
Mhm.
Certain technical settings need to be toggled on or off for the new Windows to be installed. So that's another argument for why I would necessarily need to be over your shoulder, almost literally, versus what something I can rattle off through a conversation.
And they can always play back
Yes.
your video.
Yeah, because it's only live once. Yes. Exactly. Okay, well, it looks like we're like 75-80% done.
Yep, let's kick it off. Here we go.
Alrighty, 17 minutes. Yeah, these Dell XPSs are some of the most reliable desktops on the market.
And you told me to get that originally, so I followed your guidance to get that. It's been a great machine since it's just time for next year to get another one and
Right.
just say, I need, now that we're in the terabyte range,
Right.
that's a new baseline everybody should have going forward.
Well, for you, I think you only have a total of about 60 or 70 gigs worth of data.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't do gaming on this, so to me, it's not a gaming issue.
Right.
It's just a pure data issue.
so when we reinstall 10, we'll get you on the cloud, and that way you'll be in the cloud backed up, and then this will drive. We can set this up to do a physical backup locally, and then get another one. I know if you're not technically oriented, you don't want to have to deal with that maintenance, but just once every month or so, swap it out, so that way your backup is always up to date, and you always have one that's physically not in the room. It's almost like having your insurance paperwork in a safe and off-site. If there's a fire, you don't want that in the fire.
Exactly. That's a good
Yeah.
analogy. And then we're using
Yeah.
flash drive. That'll take care of it right there.
Yeah.
One swoop.
Right. Almost there. What did Gallagher die? Is that what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like-
trying to see that. I heard
Is that
about
real
it
news?
on the
Are we-
radio.
Yeah, he was the messy comic. He was always throwing food around on
That's
stage.
the guy who break watermelons
Yes.
or whatever it was.
Yes. He was, I guess 80s was his heyday. Hey Brian, how are you? So my friend Brian, he's a regular there. He's from Canada. Yeah, we're just installing Windows. We're upgrading this. You hear no audio. Turn your audio up. It looks like it's playing. I've specifically just checked it on mine. So it's playing audio on my phone. Brian, can you confirm there's no audio still? I just did my own monitoring here. Yeah, there you go. Good. So we're just backing up this desktop. It's an old Windows 7 machine, and then we're going to reinstall Windows 7. 10, I mean. And then get them on the iCloud, the OneDrive cloud. Looks, wow, it jumped. Cool. We only have 15 more seconds, and he's backed up.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Ten seconds. I think most of your stuff was music.
And then, do you want to see if we want to back up Diane's if we can? She might
Yeah,
have it blocked.
do you not know her password?
No, but if we don't, we don't.
Yeah, if we don't have her password. Okay, so we backed up the downloads, favorites, documents, music, pictures, desktop. Yeah, okay, so the main folders are backed up.
If Diane's...
Let me see if I have access to the Diane folder here.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like I should be able to get access to it. It might be a little bit more time. Do you know if she has a lot of stuff?
She shouldn't have much on this. She keeps everything on another drive, but another separate drive. It's probably should be much there. Let's see what's there.
There's no harm in accidentally backing her
No.
stuff up, because you can always
Just
delete
a
it later.
backup. Yeah.
Yeah,
Since I've got the room, we've got the extra hard drive. Why not?
right. Cool. I don't think she has as much stuff as you.
No, she doesn't. Guaranteed she does not.
Got it. So you're done, you're backed up. Now I'm more confident to pull that trigger.
Yeah. As soon as you back up, Dan, I don't know what else is on there. Once we have that, we're done. You can pull everything off,
Right.
clean it up, clean that flying brick, and then we'll...
Yeah, she should have her own. Well, actually, what you can do is with one account, create a second user, and that way she'll be backed up to the cloud also.
I will do that. When you set up, I'll have one her, one for mine, one for her, and then she can start loading her own stuff into it.
Right. Okay, so now it looks like we're going to, so we'll create a new folder for her. Diane.
Gonna put a date on it. Diane
Yeah.
2022.
Sure. Okay, so go back. So her desktop and Diane, hold that control button, downloads, favorites, links, documents, my music, my pictures, and my videos. Right click. Nope. No, cancel. I didn't mean to do paste, I went documents, downloads, favorites, links, documents, my pictures, my music, videos, right click, copy, and then paste into her folder. Good. Oh yeah, she hardly had anything.
Not much in there, is there?
No. She had a few files on her desktop, download folder, a handful of text documents. Yeah, she just didn't have that much in there. Pictures, no pictures, and a music collection. Just a few songs. Yeah, not much.
We'll still take it as a security
Yeah,
backup.
well, that's what we did. Got it. Okay, cool. So I'm selling you a drive. So that's brand new with all your stuff on it.
Thank you, sir.
And then now I'm going to reinstall Windows 10. Oh, so I left it right there. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So now this is where the hard starts. There we go. Restart.
Let's see your box for a second here. This is the drive?
Yeah. Another customer brought me that, but I'm not able to help
WD.
them. Western Digital, yeah.
I remember them. Remember the old drives used to sell? The big wide drives?
Yeah, there's only 2 or 3 major manufacturers. That's one of them. All right. So you just plug that in and you'll have visual access to all your stuff.
I love it. 1 terabyte. You told someone years ago you needed a terabyte backup, they would have laughed at you. Like, who needs a terabyte
Yeah.
backup?
Right. So here's our USB.
Yep.
Now I got Windows 10 on this thing here, and now it's going to install. That's a normal glitch.
Normal glitch.
Yeah,
As opposed to a not normal, unnormal
Well, you
glitch.
see how the Dell logo gets messed up? That's just common. I expect it. That's just the way it is with Windows 10.
If you don't see that, something's wrong.
Yeah, right. So now we're going to go through the process of installing Windows 10.
If it asks for digital key, let me know I've got it.
Yeah, now this thing, it looks like it might qualify for the Pro version because you had Windows 7 Pro.
Right?
So that's the Pro version of 10
Ah,
phones.
there you go.
So we're going to pretend right now that we do not have the key. And then we're going to do Windows 10 Pro and hit next. And we're going to find out the hard way if we need that key that you purchased. Alrighty. There we go. Delete. There we go.
I guess we'll be calling Microsoft back for a refund.
Well, maybe.
Let's see what
Is it
happens.
sealed up?
No, it was digital.
Interesting.
Virtual. You don't.
Well, they're going to be able to know if it was redeemed. So yeah, just tell
yeah,
them.
I didn't redeem it.
Right. Alrighty.
speed should be a lot faster than backup speed. The installation speed's faster.
Well, Windows 10 will install in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but then you got a bunch of updates to do. But then we're going to install Office because you paid for it through Microsoft.com, and then we're going to get you set up to with OneDrive.
Yes. And then we'll do the virtual backup part of it.
Yeah. OneDrive is seamless. Once it's turned on, it just sends everything to the cloud.
Look at that, already at 22%.
Yeah.
Amazing the speed.
You know, modern computers are so much fast.
You know, when you buy Dell, it's my third Dell that I've had in a row, you're on their Dell DFS or Dell Finance system.
Yeah.
Every year they send you things, hey Richard, you want to sell your computer?
Right.
And we offer this as a customer for
Right.
10 years. Then it's Barron's are still going for, pick a number, $1,000, $1,200. These are your choices.
Right.
Now that I look at it for 2023, you can custom order
Yeah.
how you want them to build the
Right.
computer. They ship it to you at that same price.
Yeah, Dell has been one of those companies that is more business oriented, where their dealings when you're trying to buy for business hardware are easier.
I'll send you the specs and say, Chris, based on what my usage is, this is the top. I take it up purchasing. Anything I needed to add to this, or take it as it is stock.
Right.
If you say it's good stock, then I'll just buy it as is. If not, there's something to add to it. Tell me, and I'll have them custom make it.
Right.
It's already at 75%. That's flying.
There we are.
Are you darking it?
I'm trying to
There you
make
go.
it because it's washed out because of the white. You can't quite read what's going on because the screen's so bright. Not a huge deal. Everyone knows what's going on. But if I'm trying to articulate a particular thing, then I have to be able to show what's going on.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I've just articulated verbally what's going on, so everyone knows Windows is being installed. I've walked myself through exactly what's going on, and then they know what's going on.
That's good though.
Yeah,
The
see,
people
Brian,
wanna
he's
hear
been
it.
one of my earlier followers. He's been with me for more than a year.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah,
Keep Chris on his toes.
yeah, he's also an IT guy. That's why I think he found me on accident. 95%.
That's great.
There we go. Good. Here we go. Gonna restart. Okay, that's gonna set itself up. We're done with that. Drum roll. That's a lie, so I have to go back to the BIOS. See, this is the sort of technical thing that only I know what's going on here.
Reboots like
So-
power boot device.
I have to
Oops.
hit F12 because it's still looking for that memory stick because I installed the newer technology way of doing it. So I have to tell the BIOS manually, that's what I did. It's called UEFI. It's looking for the legacy install. So I'm gonna go to the BIOS setup. Now I'm gonna go to boot. We don't wanna do legacy, we wanna do UEFI, and now we can go to exit, and now we can click save and restart, and now it'll boot. Total technical jargon, but I had to tell it what I just did.
I had to watch it and see it, my face to face, see why.
Right. So UEFI is the newer way to install Windows. This hardware is new enough to know what that is,
Thank God.
but it's set up for the older way, basically. That's the
I
non-technical
think
way.
mine was a hybrid. It was old enough, but yet new enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You have a digital display on your car, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still back at 720p.
Yeah, your car doesn't have Bluetooth, sorry.
I thought 1080. It's still 720.
Right. Yes. All right. Chugging along.
This time didn't do the ugly Dell display. It went right
Well, let's
to the
do
logo.
it the first time. It's going to be a little bit different when you do it every day than what you're used to.
Right.
This is just first time installing. Because it's still going to ask for Richard's name.
Right.
We're going to put it in. It has to create the account. This is all that first time stuff that's never happened. Chugging along.
So getting ready.
So you're going to have to log into Microsoft.com so we can get the cloud account backed up.
I'm gonna go look at it right now.
If you can, see if you can figure out how to log in, so we don't necessarily have to re-log in.
Just go to Microsoft.com.
Yeah, and try to log in. See if you know your password. That'll save us a little bit of time, in case you do have to reset it.
Stay signed in, Chris. Stay
Oh, you
signed
got in, good. So go ahead and stay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, let's see if you've already purchased Windows. Say Office.
Good.
I just want to make sure I'm able to. So we're going to click on your icon here,
Yep.
and we're going to go to the Microsoft account. It's pulling up. Okay, so we're logged in. And now we want to see your purchase history. That's order history. That's what I'm looking for. Order history.
I purchased Windows 10 last night.
Okay. Yeah, I see that for $140. Got it. So it's not showing me a view order history. Filters. We don't want to do past 3 months. We want to do all available. Good, there we go. So I see that $139 purchase. Good. So you purchased Office back in 2016, so that's
Yeah.
what we'll physically reinstall.
Perfect.
Good. So
I
you
mean-
don't have to buy more Office. So what I'm suggesting is for $2 a month,
Yep.
you get 200 gigs of backup to the cloud.
Perfect.
So there we go. Now you're just gonna do that on this full computer, and that's how we'll get Office back on there. Yeah, I know, Brian. Brian, my friend Brian here is saying that you don't have a mechanical drive. He was able to recognize that by how long this is taking. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, it's old school. It's a hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the camera should, no, there's our computer, our old 6 or 7 year old XPS right there. There you go, Brian.
It's a classic, Brian. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Not for long till next year when I get a new one.
Yeah, so we're just doing, yeah, there we are. We're just staving off labor until tomorrow. Next year, I'm sorry. Why did I say tomorrow? There we are. You're right, Brian. I only mess with SSDs. I don't mess with mechanical drives anymore. Alrighty, here we go. Moment of truth.
No pressure.
Right. Actually, I want to pull the Ethernet out so it doesn't try to shove us online right yet. There. I'm confused.
Takes a while for it, right?
Yeah. I'm confused about this ticket. What did this ticket? It looks like someone got a parking ticket, but the fine is $0. I don't know if that's local.
Newport Beach.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a warning to fine 0.
that's just a warning?
Yeah,
What was it?
Fine, that's why the fine is 0.
Weird. So it's just a written, that's the written warning. That looks like a paid ticket. Got it.
Why would someone send me a picture of a fine with a 0?
That's why he was kind of mind blown. It's like, what is this?
Most say out of courtesy to give you a warning. So
Right.
fine is 0.
I've never seen a written warning that has 0 fine though.
Because the people's there, they'll tell you. If they're not,
Yeah.
that they leave you a ticket that
Got
says
it.
there's no fine, but you parked at a
Right.
teacher or senior loading zone.
Right. Yeah, the worry wheel, is that what you call it, Brian? Yeah, the worry wheel. Okay, I've never heard it called the worry wheel.
There you
There
go.
we are.
We can stop worrying.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry.
I thought it was a hamster wheel, but okay.
Yeah. Skip. Okay, we're gonna pretend we don't have internet, so I can get you a local account first. Okay, so we're gonna do Richard. Password, we can do that later. Let's just make it functional so we can get things happening, because it only takes 2 seconds to do passwords. Accept. Accept. We're getting everything ready for you. We are almost there. The worry wheel, I'll have to remember that. I've never called it the worry wheel. several minutes. All right, here we go. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna plug it in.
Ethernet connection's going in. Why do you do that?
Because I wanted to have a local account first, so we can get things done. And now we can log into Microsoft's website and get Office installed. There we are. Come on. Complete setup. Continue without signing in. There we are. Okay, Microsoft.com. Enter. Okay, you're gonna sign in again over here. I'll move the camera so your private ID doesn't show up.
Okay.
There we are.
Happening on this keyboard?
Yeah. Your email, and then it'll ask me for there you go.
Oops.
Oh, you missed the dot for .com.
Your keyboard's different than mine.
Right.
Whoa, I'm going backwards. This should be an and sign.
Oh, right.
So weird.
There we are.
Now?
Now your
Enter.
mouse is this mouse right here. Let me see. And then type your login. We know you know your
Oh,
password.
it's going to send me a code again.
Oh, go get your phone. Yeah.
Enter.
Yes. Good. That there. Now we'll install Office. So that's
Okay.
all right. You're good. Okay. Turn this back here. Now that we got that in order. There. Now we're going to go Microsoft Office. Now we're going to go where's the payments? Order history, that's what I needed. We're going to go all available.
That proves you're update qualified.
Well, not yet. I think we should be good. I don't think it's asking for licensing. Oh, that's right. Let's go to start, and then we can go to settings. And then we can go to let's go to system. Where is it? About. Yep, you already qualified for the free one.
Yay.
Yeah, you didn't need to pay for Windows updates.
I'm gonna turn it back and get a credit.
Yeah, and they'll know that what didn't get used. Just, yeah. There we are. Okay, so now we're gonna install subscription. Which version? A Home and Office 2016. They're calling it a subscription. That gets confusing. I just want to print order. It wasn't a subscription. It was a paid for copy of Office. There we go.
Correct.
So now I found the link for install. Yeah, so you're going to be able to watch exactly as everything that got done. There we go. Good, that's done. And now I'm going to restart to finish some updates. And then I'll install
So it will
Office.
capture both the Microsoft Office that we did in 2016.
That's what I'm going to do after I restart, yes. That's what I needed access to that account for, because you already have a history of that too. So you're going to contact Microsoft, get a refund of your $140, and then you're going to, when this restarts, I'll install Office that you already paid for 5 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brian making any comments now?
No, not yet.
The
He might not
hamster wheel?
Yeah, he might not still be here. The worry wheel. I can't tell if someone's actively watching. Although it says there's one viewer, he might still be here. Unless you're watching. Oh, where's that drive? I'll put your stuff back on here. Could you put it away?
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
So now I'm gonna put your stuff back on here. Who's this? Hi, this is Chris.
Chris Truss.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good. So let us schedule for next week, but just a quick question.
Yeah,
You know, when you delete a chat, you know, like a text chat,
yeah.
is it deleted permanently, or how do you get?
When you're talking from a phone?
Yeah, from an iPhone.
Well, you can always refer to the backup. Like if you have your iCloud set up to back up, it backs up the whole phone.
So how do you do? Can I maybe add my Wi-Fi? You can explain that to her.
Okay, so are you telling me she accidentally deleted a chat that she likes to?
No.
Go ahead.
I want to get it back, but if you delete something, how do you delete it permanently? Let's say.
Oh, deleted permanently? Well, I know if you turn on iCloud for an iPhone, it is set up to back up daily. So you have that to refer to indefinitely. I don't know how old or how far back you can go back that they keep that backup in the cloud.
Okay, so if I delete something today, for example,
Yeah.
say it's not permanently deleted.
Well, if you've got the iCloud set up to back up your phone, that's on record, and you would technically be able to refer to that. But Apple is fairly ham-fisted about backing up, meaning if you wanted to get just that data, you'd end up having to restore the whole phone.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to my wife. I just want you to explain, because
Yeah, no problem.
I don't get this. Do you have a quick minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, hold on, please. Hold on. Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
My wife here.
sure.
So yeah, she's known Christy also for years. So
Hi.
so explain, like, if you delete a chat today, for example.
Right. Okay, well, if you delete it, technically it can be deleted off of the phone, but if you have, say, an iPhone, are we talking about an iPhone?
Yes.
Okay, so if you've got the iCloud set up to back the machine up, then that whole phone gets backed up. So theoretically, if you were to, like, if the phone got destroyed, or if, like in this case, if you only wanted one little thing, you could theoretically refer to the backup for the whole phone and restore the whole phone.
Where though?
It's in the cloud. You would end up logging into your account, the iCloud account.
So how do you delete it?
Out of the cloud.
I'm not sure if that's even an option. Well, I don't know if you can delete that backup, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so you know how you have on your phone when you go in to say you keep your messages for 30 days
Yeah.
or a year or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah, but
And if you put forever,
right. Yeah, but that doesn't back up the iCloud backup. I mean, that doesn't delete the iCloud backup, because you can refer to a backup from that's in the iCloud for the whole phone for potentially a year or more. I'm not even sure.
so you can't delete it no matter what, right?
I don't think that backup you can manually delete. I don't know. Oh, you know what you could probably do? You could delete the iCloud account. Yeah,
How do you do that?
you would go to Apple's website and delete the account.
And then what happens?
Well, I think you still have like 6 months to say I forgot. Never mind, because obviously they don't necessarily want you to delete it. But ultimately, you can go to apple.com and delete the iCloud iCloud account.
Okay, so you know how you have obviously an Apple account, all right?
Yeah.
And okay, and you go, you know how you go into your account and it says, you know, you have your in your settings, it has your name,
Right.
it's the Apple ID, iPod Media, and purchases, correct?
Right.
And then when you go into your subscriptions, it tells you that you have, hang on a second, password, payment, and all the subscriptions, and then iCloud, it says 2 terabytes, right?
Right.
And then you go in and it says iCloud backup is on,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
Can you just turn it off?
You can turn that off, but that doesn't delete the backup. You can theoretically log in to the account, and it'll show you that history of backups. It'll give you several options. And I just from experience, I know you're going to have options that could theoretically be a year or two old.
Okay, so if you go into manage storage.
Yes.
And it says messages.
Yes.
And it says disable and delete.
Yeah, you can tell it not to back up, but the backup
So
that.
I'm saying,
Go ahead.
If you go into messages,
Yeah.
and it says in your iPod storage,
Yes.
okay, and and it says it has you can disable and delete. If you want to stop using messages in iCloud and recover your iCloud storage, you can disable it on all your devices.
Right.
You will then have 30 days to download your messages.
Right. But
So-
but what I'm saying is this: if the whole phone was backed up to the iCloud, the entire backup of the phone is still retrievable. The only way I think you can get rid of that is if you delete the iCloud account.
How do you delete the iCloud?
You know how like when you buy a new iPad or an iPhone, it asks you if you want to restore from the iCloud? That's the backup I'm referencing.
So how do you delete that?
As far as I know, you're going to end up having to delete the account.
Exactly right.
Right, and then what happens?
And then I think you potentially have 6 months to undelete it. But after that, then that, for all intents and purposes, is gone forever.
So if you go in and it says top conversions, if you see something in the top conversions in that messages account and you want to get rid of it and you hit the word delete, does that delete it from the iCloud?
It deletes it
or
from the
does that
hardware.
not?
No, the backup for the iCloud is still there. But you're deleting it from the hardware. But you're gonna basically iCloud backs up daily, so you have many copies of that phone backed up to the cloud, so that when you upgrade to a new phone, you can always refer to a backup that could potentially be many months old, or just a day old.
So if you delete something today, and then you go out of the iCloud today,
Yeah,
whatever was deleted earlier before you go to the iCloud, then that still stays there. Doesn't
What?
matter if
Or
you
is
delete.
it the device?
well, yeah, you can delete something from the device, but if the iCloud is doing its job, it's backing up that hardware once or twice a day.
Right. So what do we do? We can't. I'm trying to
If you want, you can go through the motions of deleting it, and I'm sure there's some legal verbiage that'll tell you what your caveats are, because potentially you can undelete it for 30 days or more. But for all intents and purposes, if you're trying to delete the identity of an iCloud user, then you just hit the delete my account, and you should, for all intents and purposes, be good.
But will that delete all the data that you deleted or no?
No, that'll delete the account, but an iPhone isn't really usable without an iCloud account. You can add another account to that piece of hardware if that's what you're asking.
So you mean open up a new iCloud account?
Yes.
How quickly can you do that?
No, that takes 5 minutes. Just creating a new account, it can be done on any Apple device or even any website, any computer with access to apple.com.
But then do you have to delete all the text and everything that's in your phone?
No, so what I'm saying is the hardware, you can individually delete certain content from the phone, from the hardware, but if it was backed up just an hour earlier, potentially, you could refer to that backup and totally restore the phone.
So instead of deleting the account, can you go in and create a new account and just have 2 accounts?
Yeah, well, what you could do is you can use that same account and just add a new profile and pretend it's a brand new phone with no history, but still add that this new account history or the new profile to the old account.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that will have no text messages.
Right.
Or anything in there,
Do
correct?
you want to divulge a little detail to basically tell me what you're trying to do?
We just want to, certain people that we want off of our phone, just to get rid of them. And we don't want any connection to them.
Oh, you mean you don't? Okay, so you've been in contact with people you've no longer want contact with.
So I want to block them. I want to get rid of them, right?
Okay.
Just and then irrelevant texts as well, like people that text you like it's a driver, he's waiting outside, some stupid stuff like that.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so I know you can delete the texts, but yeah, you're always going to be able to refer to that just because it's timestamped, so it's going to say exactly what piece of hardware that history or the profile is in the date in which it was backed up.
And then if you open a new account,
You can just pretend that never existed and never refer to it.
But
right?
then will everything download?
No.
Whatever.
No, Apple is very ham-fisted because if you want to refer to just some of your things, that's not the way Apple allows it to happen. Apple creates an entire backup for the phone, and if you want to refer to the data that's in that profile, you're going to have to grab it all at once.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So if we create a new iCloud account,
Right.
we close one.
Yes.
No, not close it.
Well, whatever.
You mean create a new profile?
Yes.
Yeah.
But will the old profile still be on the phone?
For a while. No, not on the new phone. You'll be able to refer to it for a while. Like if you wanted to refer to the original backup, that'll be there maybe a year or more.
But to access that cloud.
You would have to actively restore that piece of hardware and reference that backup.
Right.
Yeah, so if you're just trying to walk away from some data, just create yourself a new account. And the only way to get that other data out of that old profile is to manually plug it into a computer and piecemeal the data you were trying to back up.
Okay, so I'm talking about like text
Yeah,
and
right.
emails and all that, and pictures and all that stuff.
Right.
When you start a new account, does the old stuff come into it?
Not only if you manually ask it to, and the only way to do it is on all or not. It's an all you can eat or option or not. You can either take the entire backup and restore it to the entire phone, or nothing. That's just the
Okay,
philosophy
got it.
Apple has
It's all
chosen.
or nothing, is what
Correct.
you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, so, and you can't piecemeal it, like take out the text or take out the email.
Correct.
Or whatever.
I don't know why Apple doesn't make that easier. Correct. It's really frustrating.
Okay, got it.
You're not the
So
only one.
even when you have it on your iCloud account and you don't want to store the messages, let's say, anymore in your iCloud account.
There is a
Yeah.
There's a checkbox that allows that not to happen, but there's no way to delete the part of like just the text out of a history backup.
Right. So it's already backed up there no matter what you do.
Right.
Period.
Yeah. All you can do is avoid that entirely, and then that entire backup.
Right. Okay, and I gotcha.
Yeah, so so if you wanted photos or any other content from that piece of hardware, you would have had to have been diligent enough to manually piecemeal the data that you cared about, like the photos, or anything else that might be stored in the phone.
Alright, so basically when you plug your phone into your computer, no matter what you do, let's just say, and you're physically manually downloading them into your computer, all the text, all the data, everything goes.
Yes.
No matter what.
Correct.
Right?
Yep. If you want to get rid of certain text, you could, like, if you want to use your current profile that's correctly backed up minus these texts, you're just going to have to manually get rid of the, you can block and you can delete the individual conversations and texts, and just
But it
know
won't
that,
ever go away because it's in the cloud.
well, eventually, if, like, let's just say you do that and then you're confident you've got rid of all those conversations, you can manually tell the iCloud to back up, and then you will now have a backup minus those conversations.
Well, how would it be minus that?
Because you can manually go to a text conversation.
New iCloud account?
No, okay, so this is a different sort of the conversation. You can manually delete a conversation in text, and then you go to your iCloud settings, and then you tell the iCloud to just do a brand new backup, and that'll have a brand new history minus those deleted conversations. You could do it that way.
Okay.
That's easiest. I think that's really all you needed to do. I think what you were suggesting was was basically an atomic bomb when all you needed was a gun.
Okay, so basically what we need to do is delete the email or text or whatever
Yes,
off of the phone.
Yes.
manually.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Then you go into your settings.
The iCloud backup settings and do a manual backup, and it will not include what you just deleted.
So how do you do that?
Well, you can manually delete each of the conversations. You know how to do that, right?
Yeah, you just swipe to the right.
And then you go into the settings and then do a search for backup or iCloud backup, and then you can do the manual backup now button.
You see that, Linda?
Hold on, I'm going into my settings. I go into
You got 7 more minutes. There we go. Cool.
Gosh, yeah,
messages,
it's good.
right?
Yeah. Here, let me go into my phone and see where it is here. Let's see here. Go into settings.
Okay, so you go into settings. You go into messages.
Actually,
or you
what-
go into iCloud.
Oh, okay. No, click on your profile, like where it says your first and last name. Touch that,
Yeah.
and that's where you have the iCloud entry, and that's where you can manage your data. And then where it says iCloud backup on,
Yes.
you can say backup now. Like, to me, my personal account was backed up yesterday at about 10 p.m. last night.
Mine was done yesterday at 2:30 in the morning.
There you go. So theoretically, you see how this works now. That backup would have no history of everything you did today. So you delete manually the conversations that you don't want today, and then you hit that backup now, and you'll now have a backup minus those conversations.
And it won't go up into the cloud?
Correct.
The
Correct.
old ones won't be up there?
Correct.
The old ones will not be.
Yeah, the deleted stuff won't be up there when you back up now.
Well, I think you might. Is there a history folder for text messages? Let me see how this works here. If I delete, let me find a text I want to delete here. If I go there, yeah, I don't think there's like a look with the photos. You gotta. Are you sure you want a delete folder? I don't think there's that folder for
Yeah,
text.
well, if you go down under manage storage,
Yeah,
okay, you'll see it says iCloud keychain, private relay, hide my email, iCloud mail,
right,
iCloud drive, contacts, calendars, reminders, notes, messages.
right.
What is that?
I think. Well, that's your text messages. But I don't think it has like a 30-day folder like your photos do.
So if I turn that off, I swipe that to the left.
But that won't back up future conversations. So theoretically, you won't. Yeah, you won't have a backup history of future conversations with anyone.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
you do want to leave that
will
backed up. You
that
want to
be
delete.
erased? I'm just curious.
Go.
On anything, will it show that we've erased it?
Well, it'll show it. No,
Put a
it.
timestamp on it?
The backup just won't include what you deleted.
Gotcha.
That's all.
Okay. And then now if you go under manage storage.
Yeah.
And it says iCloud backup.
Right.
No, excuse me, goes manage storage, hit the manage storage,
Yeah.
and it says, you see your iCloud, it says change storage plan, now it says photos, and then it says messages.
Yeah, let me see. I wonder if you have a different version because I'm totally up to date. Do you know what version you have on there?
How do I know? How do I know?
You're just gonna have to go to settings and then about because I think you have a different version. Your buttons are moved around. Under iCloud, I have photos.
Do you see what I mean? Under that iCloud stuff?
Yeah,
It should
under.
be in there anyways, right?
Well, I don't. I'm looking for the messages. Hold on. Yeah, I don't. I think we're dealing with two different versions. That's why I'm having trouble walking you through it. I got the latest OS on here. I think you might be slightly out of date, and that's why what I see is not verbatim what you
Where
have.
do I go to look at it?
Go to settings and then general and then about where I have iOS version 16.1.
I 15.6.
That's why I can't walk you through it because you have your buttons are moved around.
Got it. But
So-
it doesn't tell me.
So how do we download the update?
And just go to about this update. Under about there's a software update entry. Oh, even I have an update pending. So there's 16.1.1. So I'm a week or more out of date. Several days anyway.
And mine doesn't have like an update thing, like to update it.
You have to be on the Wi-Fi. It won't necessarily show up. And also your battery. If your battery's under
Right,
50,
that it's working.
what?
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi.
How much battery do you have? I don't think it'll show up if you have less than 50%.
I have 50%.
All right. Well, you should have a back. Oh, how old is your phone?
It's old.
Yeah. Well, then it
I
won't
think
go to
it's a
16.
12 or something.
No, I have a 12. I have a 12, so it goes to the latest. You must have an older phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a question. So if you go into the iCloud, you know how it says iCloud and it tells you your storage.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
And it says manage storage.
Yes.
You touch manage storage.
Yes.
And then in that storage, it says obviously your family or your storage plan.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Underneath that, there's another group of everything. It tells you like what your apps are.
Right.
Okay. And then mine has messages in there.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. I think what you're talking about. Okay. Under messages. Yeah. Okay. So mine is under a different location. Okay. And then what? I think I found what you're looking at.
Okay. Then you touch it,
Yeah.
and it says messages.
Yeah.
It says 4.0 Apple, disable and delete.
Yeah. I'm not seeing that on screen. Show messaging. Notify. Keep messages forever. Oh, message history. Keep messages forever. That's what I have set. Do you have that entry?
Yeah, I have that one. That's in my messages app.
Yeah.
Not in my messages on the cloud storage.
Right.
So, because it says that it tells you the top conversions, like how many messages that
Right.
you have
Yeah.
that holds the highest, I guess, megabyte
Right.
bytes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm just wondering, any of those in there?
I'm not sure. If you guys want to come by, we could have this conversation in person. But yeah, with my phone being slightly more up to date, I'm a little
Right.
lost.
Well, Ross has a 12. Do you have a 12 or a 13?
I don't even know what this is. So
13, actually.
let's just go back to what you said about the new iCloud account. Is that
Yeah.
gonna work? If we push back up now and it was updated yesterday.
Right. It'll be up to date as of now. But what I think you want to do is delete some of your text conversations.
Right.
You do that first and then hit back up now.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. And then anything updated after that won't go in the cloud.
Correct.
So the deleted.
No. Okay, so no, after that, it'll go into the cloud. If you leave, what you want is for the whole phone to be backed up just for safety if the phone fails in any way.
Right, but the backup after the messages are deleted.
Right.
Then we push back up now. There's no need to create a new iCloud account.
Correct, because it'll just create another profile or another placeholder or identifier for what you want as a different phone or a different profile, basically.
Even if we went into the iCloud account, it won't show the previous data?
It'll show a timestamp for a past backup. I don't know that you can delete those past backups manually. I think the only way to do that would be to delete the whole account.
But what it will show is just a timestamp, not the actual
Yes,
chat?
correct,
Whoever's-
correct. Yes, the only way you'd have access to it is if you extracted the backup.
So it won't show up once you push back now, whatever was deleted before that will not show up in any way if you go to the previous, backup, which was yesterday, for example.
Yeah, if you refer, you will always be able to. Well, at least let's just say the timeline is 2 years from now. Let's just say for the next 2 years you'll be able to reference yesterday's backup and totally restore that phone up to yesterday.
Oh, so you still will see whatever. was
Only if you
deleted.
extract that data. Only if you extract it.
One more time, I think you cut out. One more time, Chris.
Only if you extract it. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you should never have to use a backup unless you're buying a new phone.
I didn't follow that. Do you
Okay.
follow that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think.
So you take all your data and put it onto a new phone.
Yes.
That's the only reason why you should use the iCloud backup.
Correct.
Okay, so again, I'm sorry that I don't understand
It's all right.
this too well. But if you delete a message today,
Yeah.
and it was the last time it was updated was yesterday.
Yeah.
on the phone, and you push back up now.
Yes.
That deleted chat.
There's
will
no. That
be
correct.
in the cloud or not be in the cloud.
The latest backup will not include it.
But what if we want to go into the old backup? Will we be able to do that?
Yes, you would still be able to refer to that conversation.
So it doesn't really delete it.
It doesn't-
Deletes it on the backup.
Right. It deletes it so that future backups don't include it. But if you're going to make a mental note, and this is your personal account, you just make a mental note of today, and that way you don't have to refer to anything older.
Right.
Or delete the whole account and start over. That's the only other alternative.
And by doing that, what do?
You would end up having to recreate a new iCloud account so the phone is functional. And then you'd end up deleting or walking away from all those prior backups.
But would the current device still keep all the texting that you want to keep? It'll still be in there, and all your pictures and
By-
all that other data.
By creating a new Apple account, it's not going to merge what's on the machine, on the phone. It'll set it up as a new device.
Right. So how do you get all that data back on?
You'd have to manually, like I said, Apple does not make it easy. The backup is an all or nothing opportunity. That backup will extract everything. It doesn't allow you to only back up a few things unless you set up the phone initially not to back everything up. But if you told the phone to back up everything, it's only going to be able to extract everything. So the phone will have everything that was ever set up to back up to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, I mean, I don't know why it's a big deal, because to me, I don't know your personal reasons for exactly what you're trying to do, but if you just make a mental note and never refer to the backup before today, you should be fine.
I have a question. So
Yeah.
you know how everybody says, oh, they hacked into my iCloud account?
Well, it's because they came up with some stupid password like password 123.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were able to take everything out.
No, that does, well, yeah. So when you see some famous person that complains about being hacked, they weren't hacked. Their password was their first name, something stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
So, inevitably, it's because somebody knows how to get into the account.
Well,
Correct?
yeah. So someone was clever, especially if you're a political or a Hollywood-oriented figure, you're a target. So if someone wants to screw around with a password that might be a commonly, easily guessed password, and you got hundreds of people that want your pictures, when some female who's in the public eye says that my naked pictures got out there, it's because she didn't come up with a clever password.
Okay, so
Her password-
they were able to get in, but are they able to get in to extrapolate everything?
Yeah, technically, that password is critical. You want to come up with a password that's not easily guessed.
Right.
Yeah. And unfortunately, because of the human condition, we all want an easy password.
Right. Okay. So if you delete a chat, right? And
Yes.
then you push back up now,
Yes.
it's still, if you go into the cloud,
Yes.
you're still going to be, the deleted text is still going to be there.
Up until the last backup, which might be several days old or more, but yeah.
Okay. And then does it show that you deleted it also?
No, you don't get to see what the content is of that backup unless it's extracted.
Say that sentence again.
You don't get to see the
what?
content of the backup. Go ahead.
Taken out. Unless like somebody goes in and can see your iCloud
Right.
stamp.
You need an Apple device to extract that backup.
Right.
Yeah. So if someone had their own phone and they guessed your password, they could have access, but that's the only way they're going to get access.
Right. Right. Or let's say, like you are coming to, download all our stuff, right? Next
Right.
week or whenever we meet again.
Yeah.
Then do we give you our iCloud passcode?
No, I don't need. I'm not doing the iPhone. I thought I was building you a computer. I'm sure. Right?
No.
Wait.
No.
Which Ross are we?
No.
What? Go ahead.
Ross that came from Christie.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
My house today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Okay. That's why I got confused. I'm dealing with another Ross who's I'm going to build a computer for in a few days. Got it. Okay.
You're gonna download. That's what Christie used to do.
Okay,
She used to
got it,
back
got
up,
it.
'cause I don't know how to do that. She
Yeah, that's
backed
fine.
up
And
all
Christie's
my
referred to me.
pictures, all my,
Got it.
emails, all my stuff.
Got it.
When you come, are you gonna have access to our iCloud?
No, I don't need access to it. No,
What?
I don't need it. I'm just going to tell you to log in. You don't need to divulge any information to me.
Right.
Right.
Anybody that would have it, be able to get in, then they could look at the iCloud, right?
Right.
Like my wife, she has my passcode. So
Yes.
I need to go in and see if I deleted a text, a group chat or something
Yes.
like that.
Yes. But she would have to have access to your account to extract that copy of the backup. So,
Right. No, I'm saying, so she would have, let's say, assume she has that, right?
right.
So now she has it. She goes in and she sees that I deleted a chat an hour ago,
Right.
right? Even if I press back up now,
Yes.
it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
She's still going to see the old text.
Yeah, but you would need, I mean, if you're worried about access, I would change your iCloud password. Or basically, it's good practice to have a good password on all your accounts and having a good password manager, which would allow you to remotely lock down all your hardware, including desktop or laptops.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like you could really
Get rid of it.
permanently delete anything,
If,
right?
if you delete your iCloud account, you'll be fine. I mean, that's going to be the bulletproof way of deleting your history.
But then you've got to go back and to load all your
Yes,
data.
correct.
Could you do it in a way that's efficient and not arduous, where when you come next week, for example, you download all our pictures and all our stuff that we want onto our either computer or back up into the new iCloud account. Can you do that?
Yeah, I could back it up manually to another device. Are you trying to save are you trying to recycle the same piece of hardware, or are we migrating to a new phone?
No, it's same hardware.
Yeah, so you want to be able to. I'm still a little bit confused because I think you should be able to just change your iCloud password so that no one but you knows it. You don't even need to divulge it to me. I can still help you and just tell you where to log in,
Okay.
and then delete the conversations. And once you change your password, she won't have access to this history we've been talking about.
Right.
Right.
Once.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So if you delete the things off, just sort of make it easier so it's not sort of, complicated. You go in, you delete the messages off your phone.
Yes.
Okay. Then, after you delete the messages off the phone, then you download to do the upload or whatever, to back it up, right?
Right.
Back up now, you mean?
Back up now,
Right. Yeah.
Okay, then that will only give you, let's say tomorrow, to
No, you'll have all the you'll have the entire history of everything you've accrued up until 24 hours ago. So like I got 10 years of history in my Apple Cloud backup,
Right.
and then there are a few selected conversations I've deleted, which I knew I would never have to deal with.
Yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, my 10-year history of texting is still on record with Apple.
Okay.
But
There's
minus,
absolutely no way of getting rid of it unless you open a new account.
well, delete the that account that encompasses those conversations. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah.
Yeah. But if you have a smart password, I wouldn't be too worried about outsiders figuring out your content.
Right, but if we create a new iCloud account right after this deletion, or we push delete chats, push backup now, then create a new iCloud account,
Yes.
what will that do?
Well, if you create a new iCloud account, the cloud account itself would still be needing to be manually fed data. So what I think you would need to do is back up this phone manually to a laptop or desktop, like an iMac or an iMac or a laptop, and that way you can extract your photos to that, and then any other content like your calendars or any other content like let me see here. I'm on my phone now.
Everything else that basically goes with that phone.
Yeah, you can manually
You
back
put
up.
your phone and get a new. It's like a new phone, and you have a new account.
Yeah, so this new account will be needing to be manually fed data like photos in your contacts. The contacts are sort of the same sort of content as the texts.
So you manually have to put in all your new content.
Right, but
Everything.
yeah, are you trying to avoid an ex? I mean, I hate to be too personal, but are you trying to just avoid someone from your family?
Yeah, you're funny.
Well, I don't know what the deal is.
Stalker.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you literally had a stalker and you don't want them to.
We have people that had access to our stuff.
Okay, like a family
You
manager.
gotta be careful.
Is this a
Very conscious in privacy and confidentiality.
Got it. So is this like a
And then there's stuff, when you start looking through your phone, I mean, you don't even realize how much junk you got on there.
Right.
I've got all these drivers, I'm waiting downstairs, or I'm in a group chat that I don't even know who the other people are. I know, like, the originator created, so this guy's name is Joe.
Right.
I put 2-3 other people with just a phone number, so they're not in my contacts. And I'm on some group chat, I don't know what it is. They're sending me a picture of something, it's like stupid stuff. So I just want to get rid of this permanently, and it's very time consuming to, delete it.
Yeah.
But then now you're saying it just still stays there, even if you do that.
Well, if you no, okay, so like if you delete that, you can remove yourself from a group chat, and it'll no longer that conversation will cancel.
Right, but
It's
but
so
it's
time-
going to be in the cloud, correct?
Well, if you're just trying to get yourself out of a conversation like that, people can unfortunately you can't choose not to be added. You can only remove yourself.
One example, I was just saying
Right.
off the top of my head, but because I have so much, information and data, I just want to simplify this stuff. You start looking through stuff, and it's just a gigantic waste of time.
Right.
So I want to get rid of it permanently and not have it be like gum on the bottom of your shoe where it keeps, it's all sticky.
Right. Yeah.
So, but what you're saying is you can't
Throw it away.
you can't
Deal with it.
you can't do that. It
Uh,
can't be done.
If someone already, if I want to, since I have your phone number, if I want to do annoyingly install your phone number into a group chat, all you can do is remove yourself.
No, I got you. But okay, besides that was just one example. So,
Yeah.
don't. That's not the only thing. I just want to get out of, get rid of other people that I've talked to like 2 years ago. I'm never going to talk to them again. Just delete them out of my system.
Right. Okay.
So when you do that, when you delete them,
Yeah.
like you said, and you go in and you hit the what is it called? The backup now.
Yes. That
In
pe-
24 hours, it's gone.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Correct? Unless you go into the iCloud.
Yes. Correct.
So, and the only way to get rid of it from the iCloud is to create a new account.
Or no, you don't necessarily need to create a new account, but to delete it, you can go to apple.com and delete your history with Apple. Yes.
But then it's all everything's
Yes,
gone.
exactly. Yes.
But you don't want that either. You
Correct.
want all the
So
good
then
stuff.
delete the messages, correct?
Correct. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear that first sentence.
Well, you can't just go into apple.com and delete your messages.
Exactly.
You know,
Correct.
You have this storage when you realize I don't want this storage and paying for all these messages that I really don't need or want.
Right. You cannot piecemeal a backup that has already been backed up. Correct.
Gotcha. But you can turn it off.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
the part.
Correct.
And then it won't back up anything anymore, but it's still there, backed up, no matter what.
Correct.
From now before.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah. So I think at this point, just go through your text. If a text is exactly what you're trying to avoid, manually go through those conversations, delete them. You can also block them so that they don't continue. And that way, your future backups will not include this history, but it will still include all other history.
Right. And the only place the history is really in the iCloud.
Correct.
And it doesn't matter. You can't do anything to delete what's there unless you totally delete the whole account from Apple.
Correct.
Got it.
Okay, but if you delete some group text or a text, right?
Yes.
And then you push back up now.
Yes.
And then the iCloud does not update, between now and 2 days from now.
Right.
Do you still see the deleted messages or no?
Now, when you manually delete the conversations,
Yeah.
they are deleted, and then they will only be like the next backup, whether it happens after you manually hit the backup button or it automatically happens in 2 days. Those conversations that you manually backed up will no longer be in the history of it will no longer from now on be backed up and created as future history.
Right. But it will, and it'll be gone on your phone only, but not in the iCloud backup.
Well, the iCloud backup, for all intents and purposes, will no longer include that particular conversation.
Right. From the time that you delete it.
Correct.
So
Okay.
when you push back up now, and if it doesn't delete for 2 days from now, the next time it updates, it won't show up in there?
Correct.
Deleted messages?
Correct.
On your phone, but it will always be in the cloud, no
Cool.
matter what.
Is that right, Chris?
When you delete the conversation manually on the phone, the future backup will not include that deleted conversation.
Right.
But will you be able to see in the cloud the deleted message?
No, you will not be able to because it will not include that conversation.
Right. But it will still have the messages that you had in there before are still stored in the cloud.
Correct. It sounds like you just want to get rid of a few conversations from your entire history of conversations, right?
So then, I just want to make sure because I'm slightly confused.
It's all right.
You delete the message, you push back up now.
Yes.
And then the next time the iCloud backs it up, it won't show the deleted message.
Correct.
Will be gone.
Correct.
But for any way for them to get into the iCloud and then they are seeing that they were deleted or no?
You won't know. You will not have any history, so you won't be able to tell that conversation ever happened.
So you could do it then.
Well,
But I'm saying from before, you say I delete a message for the person today,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And I've had that stored, the perpetual conversation for 2 years, let's say.
Right.
Okay, and I delete them from my device
Yes.
today.
Yes.
And then I hit backup now.
Yes.
It will be gone from my device.
Yes.
It will be gone from my actual, the last 24, 48 hours, with nothing more coming in.
Correct.
But if you go into the iCloud and I need to retrieve those messages from 2 years ago,
Yes.
they're still there.
Yes. Up to 2 years ago. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's just say if it was backed up until yesterday, you would technically be able to. Let's just say your kid accidentally got into your phone and deleted an important text conversation today. You could refer to yesterday's backup and get them back by doing a full restore from the phone.
Right.
Well, do you have to have the physical phone?
Yes, you cannot get access to those backups without an Apple iPad or phone.
But what if you have remote access?
No.
We gave you remote access.
Well, oh yeah, I'd be able to see your contacts, but not the chats.
What do you mean contacts? Like our phone book? Facebook? Like
Yes, yes, I would be able to see that.
You would not be able to see
The text conversations,
text.
correct.
What?
Correct. Oh, you know what? If I had iMessages turned on my iMac or a desktop Apple, I could potentially have access to your chats. Yes, but once they're deleted, not the delete,
They're deleted.
not the yeah. Once they're deleted, no. I'm just
Then you need the physical phone.
correct. Correct.
That's what I'm saying. So if I delete everything, right?
Yes.
Or my kid comes in, like you said, right? Deletes it.
Yes.
And it's now gone.
Yes.
Oh my God. But if somebody knows how to get into an Apple device,
Right.
knows your password
Right.
and your whatever to get into it,
Yes.
they potentially get into it and see past text.
Yes, but only with that password.
Right, but even if they're deleted, they'll
Correct.
be able to see the old.
Well, it's because they'd be able to refer to the most recent update before you deleted the conversation.
Right.
Okay, so that's, I see. All right.
But they need the password and they need an Apple device to actually get into your backup in the cloud.
Yes.
Right. So if they have your password and they have your username, they can potentially, no matter what, get into your messages, right?
It looks like I got a friend who's telling me that they might, hey, when you delete the end of a conversation, the
Yeah.
prior backup. Oh yeah, so it looks like the prior backups. I wasn't totally accurate. It seems like like when you delete, you're only deleting. Apparently, my friend Brian, who's also an IT person who's here, he's telling me that if you were to delete that latest backup, you'd still theoretically be able to access the older part of the conversation. So that conversation would still be retrievable up until, like, let's say yesterday. So yeah, it sounds
So
like,
we've been texting back and forth with somebody for years,
yeah.
right?
Okay, so potentially those conversations would be retrievable. So it sounds like the only way to totally eliminate those conversations would be to delete the Apple account.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And
okay.
When you delete, when does it show, like if you delete something today, and the last time it was backed up was yesterday,
Right.
does it show that it was deleted?
No, it doesn't have a history of deleted conversations and text, but what it's my understanding now, my IT friend here, he's telling me that if you were to refer to the old refer to an old backup, you would still be able to access old parts of that person's conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't see that it was actually deleted.
Correct.
Unless you look.
No, when something's deleted, it doesn't say it's been deleted. It just doesn't show that it's there or ever was.
On the device.
Correct.
Or the cloud.
Right. So, like, I don't know if you're in the market. Go ahead.
Well, in the cloud, it's there.
Yeah, the backup doesn't show you the content until it's extracted. That's why you need an Apple.
One more time, the back of what?
The backup doesn't show you its content until it's been extracted, like when you set up a new phone or a new iPad.
Oh, so it can come back onto a new device,
Yeah,
even though it's been deleted from an old device.
right. You're able to use those backups specifically to move your identity to new hardware.
Gotcha. And it depends. It could back up every other day. So
Yes.
you could go and put a date in.
Yes.
And it pulls back up.
Yes. So it's
Gotcha.
yeah, it sounds like an older reference to a backup is still going to be able to access an old conversation, even if you delete the current conversation up until the last backup. So let's just say your phone was totally backed up to yesterday. You delete this person's text, you'd still be able to refer to yesterday's backup and still have the conversation up to date up to yesterday.
Okay. And what about WhatsApp? Does the same thing apply for WhatsApp?
No, WhatsApp is its own is its own app and its own content. So the only way to delete that, as far as I know, is to delete the account. And a lot of these companies, they give you all sorts of second chances to undelete. So, like, I think Facebook gives you 6 months or a year before it
So
actually.
if I have a WhatsApp
Right.
account and I have a chat there that I want to delete content from.
Right.
Once I delete it, is it gone?
Yeah, I think you have to delete the account. I don't think you can delete a conversation and call it gone because you can back all that stuff up.
Where
And
does it back up to?
their own cloud. I have a WhatsApp account. I don't use it much, but just to know what all the kids are playing with these days.
Okay, so if you just delete your WhatsApp account,
Yeah.
like the actual app from your phone,
You still need to delete the account, not just the app.
how do you delete the account?
I think you have to go to their website. Or, let's see here. Let me see here. Settings. There's my account. I'm looking for a deletion entry. In the app does not look like it makes it easy to delete. Account. Oh, delete my account is in the app. Yes.
But you have to delete all your chats then?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want
Right.
I'm not doing that. So, alright,
Can
so
they
here's,
go through the Apple account to get, I mean, if you're, obviously WhatsApp is on your phone,
Right.
so can they get into the app through that?
Well, WhatsApp, I think you can also log in through their website. Yeah.
okay.
Some of these apps have website portals and others don't.
Yeah, alright,
So, yeah, it sounds like
okay.
just if you're worried about someone having access to your identity, come up with a smart password, nothing identifiable, nothing you've ever used in the past. If you were closer with this individual, don't let it be identifiable. And that should be a fairly good, smart way to deal with it. And the reason you'd want to change your passwords is so that you could kick anyone out. Like maybe if you guys were buddy-buddy and you were sharing a piece of hardware, you want to make sure you're able to totally divorce yourself from that piece of hardware by having new passwords created relatively regularly.
Well, see, my daughter had a Facebook account, she got hacked and she's never been able to get back into her account.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So essentially, Facebook accounts, that happens all the time. And the best thing I can tell people is to have smart passwords.
Yeah, and she had some crazy password and she still couldn't get it back.
Well, I can tell you basically, it's real possible that she could have typed her password into an infected computer with what's called a keylogger, which means it's a virus that read everything that puts into a keyboard, and that's how
Yeah.
the password got logged in. So maybe, oh, that's the other thing. So these scammers, they'll create these password requests and pretend they're Facebook and say, hey, type your password right here. Password, yeah, Apple or Facebook, they don't do it that way. But a scammer is easy to,
Gotcha.
they could fool you until having something that looks legit. The bank, they do it for the banking websites too. They get you a B of A website, and then you accidentally type in your password, and now a scammer has access to your account because all that website did is suck up your password to the real BofA.com, and now they're moving your money around.
Right, gotcha.
So that's probably how she got hacked. She probably,
That's like a ghosting, it's like a ghosting, yeah. thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah, so that, you can see that, I know, I've seen that actually. and
Yeah.
know-
you
yeah.
get Facebook chatted. You get a message in Facebook that says, Facebook needs your password reset. That's not how it gets done. Properly, I mean. That's not the legit way to have it reset. So,
Okay.
if you're worried about deleting, if you want to just cut ties with past people you've texted, go ahead and delete the conversation, and just know that if you ever needed to refer to the conversation up until the last backup, that's fine. Just know that now that the conversation is no longer active, it will no longer be included in future backups.
It will no longer be, so, once again, this is where
It's
I'm
all right.
not grasping this, because it sounds like you could do it, but you can't do it. So, hold on,
Go ahead.
I'm not, yeah, so because I'm not as technical.
No, it's fine. No, I get it.
So, and you sound like a genius, by the way. So
Thanks.
you delete a chat,
Right,
you put back up now,
right,
or you delete, pictures,
right, right.
You push back up, you delete it, then you push back up now. The iCloud, the next update on the iCloud is going to have the deleted version. It's not going to upload those old pictures and that old chat that you deleted.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you're worried about included chats in conversations, so yeah, that's also, for all intents and purposes, deleted. And in fact, I noticed if you go back several weeks or months, pictures that were texted back and forth basically end up deleted anyway. So I wouldn't be worried about content like pictures that get included as attached to a chat. What I'm saying is if you and I had a conversation that lasted years, and then we decided no longer to be friends as of today, you get pissed off, you swipe me out of that history, you're still going to have access to our conversation up to your backup that happened yesterday. But if you swipe me out of there, it will no longer include my conversation so long as I don't continue to try to text you.
Right, but it won't show, so if you get rid of them on your phone, that's
Yes.
one thing.
Right.
So, but the thing is that your conversation is wiped out, but if they text you again, it only shows from when they text you that
Correct.
day.
Correct. Yes.
But no matter what, all of that years in history is still in the cloud.
Correct. So yeah, so you're gonna,
So
so
if I wanted to, and I realized, oh my God, there was a phone number or there was a or bank account that you had, and you needed to go back, you'd have to go back and restore it to the date before.
Yes.
So you could get that whole history back.
yeah, because if your system only backs up once every day or two, which is possible, because obviously, let's just say you go out to the country where you don't have internet, it might, let's just say you go camping and you don't have internet access or cell service for a week, then you could go at least a week without any history of being backed up. That's not going to get shoved up to the cloud until you touch the internet again.
Right. And so, but no matter what, if you want to go back and grab that texting from 2 days ago when you realize, oh my God, and that text is an important phone number that you needed,
Right.
you could go back to the backup and then end up getting all of those texts back.
Up until the last backup, yes, because obviously it doesn't back up like every second or two. It happens once or twice a day.
Every time either you push it or
Yes.
it has time to come in and pull all
Yes,
the stuff.
correct.
Right.
Yes,
But if you are not looking for specific texts, right, that maybe you delete 20 texts because they're just old and you don't even know who the people are.
yes,
Right, like a driver is waiting down
Yes.
there.
Yes. yes,
In order to, so those old texts that you've deleted today will still be all showing up. Forget about specifically looking for one; they'll all just pop back in if you look to an update like from yesterday.
yes, correct. Yes,
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you download or whatever. What did you say? Hit backup now.
right.
It will show up.
Yeah, we can experiment with this and go to iCloud.com and see if it gives you a history, but I don't think it allows you to delete individual backups. Like you can't just say forget all my history if there's 10 or 20 collections of iCloud iPhone backups. I don't think you can manually delete them without deleting the account.
All right, so let's experiment. That's a great idea.
Well, I could do that. Actually, I could.
You'll
Even,
do it. You do it.
we're just waiting on your updates. Cool. So, yeah.
Okay, so I'm in iCloud.com.
Yes.
Let Chris do it. He knows what he's doing.
Okay, let's see. Let's just go to iCloud.com. No, she can walk herself through it too because she might find it before me. Let's go to iCloud.com. They're also upgrading their service very soon. Also, there's a link at the top of the page. It says there's a new one coming soon. So let's see. I can see my contacts, calendar, photos, iCloud Drive, which is.
Apple ID sign-in is requested. Your Apple ID is being used to sign in on. Who's doing this?
Me. I just did it.
All right.
Why are you doing it on my phone?
It just has.
Don't do it on my phone.
All right.
On your-
Customize.
The same thing.
Restore deleted files, bookmarks, contacts, and calendars.
Chris,
Yeah.
can you just do it yourself? I don't want my wife.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Hold on. Restore files.
I
No.
want you to-
Okay, restore contacts. Restore calendars. I don't see.
This iCloud Drive. What is that?
iCloud Drive is so that's so the iCloud can back up either a laptop or an iMac or a desktop. That's what that's for. So let's see. I got 71 gigs worth of photos.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I'm looking at my own account. Hold on. I'm logged in on my own personal machine here.
Okay.
Let's see here. How to let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Continue on device. Oh, that's weird. Hold on, let's try this. Continue. Okay, that's annoying. Look for the setting. Let's see here. Continue on device. Continue to continue.
Like if I look here and you come to that first screen, mine doesn't even have messages on here.
Right, no, I clicked on the link where it says you want to try the new version. You see up top, does it have for you that for the beta version?
Mine says a new iCloud.com is coming soon.
Yeah, that's where I am. I'm trying with that one.
And I'm a little bit worried.
That's all right. So, yes, yeah, it doesn't look like it gives me. So if I go to data recovery, no, it doesn't look like I can piecemeal the iCloud backups for the device.
It shows messages in my storage, but it doesn't show me the messages app.
Right, exactly. That's my point. It'll show you the contacts, but it won't show you the messages. But
And the document, it doesn't show you, the little purple bar or the yellow bar or the green bar.
right, I'm actually. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see.
And then right at the bottom of that, when you go into look at my information,
Yeah.
it has advanced. It says restore files, restore contacts, restore calendars, restore bookmarks. But it doesn't say anything about messages.
Exactly. Right.
So what does that mean?
Well, messages are not a piecemealable piece of data. That's what I'm trying to say. Is the only way you would be able to access those messages is to restore it to an iPhone or an iPad.
Okay, so if I've deleted it and wiped it off of my phone,
Right.
hit the update now or whatever it's called, and nobody can get into them. I can't even get into them myself if I'm on iCloud.com.
Exactly. Yeah. The only way you're going to read those chats.
Nobody can extrapolate anything from the cloud or from my phone.
Correct.
When it comes to messages.
Correct.
I thought you said all along that you could see it if you go back into the cloud.
You can only if it's extracted to a new piece of a new phone or the original phone. Not from. I thought what she's talking about is from the website. She's not going to be able to read the content from the website.
So where could you read the content from?
From the iCloud. I mean, from the iPhone or an iPad.
But if you have our login information, then you could do it from an iPhone or iPad that's not our device.
Correct.
Like if my assistant,
Yes.
she could get in and look at it. Right?
Yes. If she has your iCloud password, yes.
Right. So it doesn't make you delete it, but she still sees what was on there yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, but she can't see. If I can't see it, I can't even see it. Like if I went into iCloud.com, right?
Yeah.
And the first page it says it has my initials. Says good evening, Linda. Then it says account settings.
Okay.
Below them are all the apps: the mail app, contacts app, the calendar, photos,
Okay.
iCloud Drive, notes,
Okay.
reminders, pages, numbers, Keynote, and Find My iPhone.
Hold on. I'm going to text you a picture of my computer here. Hold on. Let me see here. Is this an iPhone that you guys are calling me on? Hold on.
No, just don't say. You know what? Hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
Second. Hold on. No, I can't do that. I want because I'm running out of battery here.
Well,
Right.
Let's do it to my other number.
Okay. Hold on. I'll text you.
No.
What phone number would?
Another number.
That's fine.
I'll get my other phone. Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine. Or actually, are you? Can we just FaceTime?
What?
Can we just
I
FaceTime?
want to get my other phone. Just
All right.
hold on a second.
No problem.
Hold on, please.
A day on the life of me.
Hold on a
We're
second.
just. You're basically
alright.
fixed. Just doing some updates. Office is in there already.
It's funny, I'm watching it.
Yeah. See, this is what they're trying to access. I have 8 gigs worth of texted. This is like 10 years of text history.
Wow.
They want to make sure that no one can read that.
Yeah.
And it looks like from the cloud, you don't have access to it.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I
But they want to make sure that it doesn't get,
pushed out.
yeah, or they've got a professional that's been helping them. They want to make sure that they don't have access to that. Yeah, so we're making progress. They're making double sure that that's the case. I'm pretty confident. Just change your
Yeah.
password once every few months and you're good.
Hold on, Chris. One
Yeah.
second. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
We can't do the FaceTime. Just try to walk us through what you're trying to say.
Okay, well, I just wanted to send you a picture of me logged into my account so I can articulate what I'm looking at.
All right. So text it. 1 second. Hold on, please.
All right. So you got a usable machine.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna FaceTime with my wife.
All right, cool.
Number 310.
Hold on, I'm gonna hang up. Oh wait, yeah. What's the phone number?
Yeah, I'll hang up from this and then you do it.
Yeah,
Okay?
FaceTime for me. Have her FaceTime me and I'll
Her
answer.
number is 310
Oh, 310.
339
Hold on a second. Yeah,
5009.
got it.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Here we are.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
No.
310339.
There we are. There we are.
Hi.
Hi. All right.
How are you?
I'm
Nice
all
to
right.
meet you.
There we are. Okay.
So this is what I see. when
Yeah.
I log in.
Okay, I signed into the beta version, which is the new version. And let me show you. See, if you click on the
Okay.
beta version, it looks a little different.
Okay, but you said, oh, you have messages on there.
Yeah, but I can't see that content. See, it's 8 gigs worth of content. That's 10 years. I can't read that from this website.
I gotcha.
So that's my point. The only way I'd have access...
Like I'm saying, so nobody can log into apple.com. Here, if I hit the beta, I want to see what it says. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So if I go in and it says, wow, there's all this stuff that I don't even know is here.
Yeah, but still, we don't have access to the chats.
Yeah, mine doesn't even have messages on here.
That's weird.
Holy moly.
Oh, no, what I clicked on was data recovery. I think that's what gave me access to the where it's... Oh, no, iCloud storage.
Okay, so now how do I get out of this one? I don't want this one. So you went in not to photos. You went into this. Any customized homepage. I don't really care about the homepage. But you went to data recovery down
I
here.
think so, and that's what got me where I am.
Restore deleted files, bookmarks, contacts, and mine says your storage. Oh, here we go. Messages. All messages.
But it still won't let you read the content.
Okay, so So no matter what, so let's say a hacker can't get in here and see this.
Correct.
right?
They would have to extract it. But if they have that password, you're in trouble because if they have an iDevice, they're going to get access. They're going to have the
How
option.
how do they extract it?
Well, like they take a device and they erase it, and they take your account and put it on the new device. When you buy a new phone or a new iPad out of the box, the first thing it'll ask is, do you want to set this up as brand new, or do you want to restore from history? And that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so now I hit, okay, now, okay. So it says how to manage your iCloud storage. Use continue on device. Set a notification to your Apple devices that will take you directly to iCloud storage settings. Yeah, it did. Okay. So you see where it says messages.
Right.
And it says disable and delete under there if I touch it on my phone.
Can you? Okay. So, oh wait, you're talking about the screen on your phone, not the website.
So it took me to, my iCloud storage.
Right.
And then in the iCloud storage, here, shit, sorry, I hit the wrong button.
It's all right.
Okay, so if I see my iCloud storage, there's no way for you to see that.
Hold on. I've never used screen share. That's a newer feature, but your phone might not be new enough to do it. Let me see how to do this here.
No, it doesn't say it.
Let me see. How do you do screen share? That's a newer feature.
See,
Screen.
what I'm worried about is somebody can get in, restore my stuff, take my stuff, do whatever, because
Exactly.
you know,
Yes.
it's some people now can just extrapolate things and you have no idea.
That's correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's correct. That can.
And it's not that I've done anything wrong. I'm just curious to,
Yeah.
you said your iCloud storage, iCloud plus features, data recovery. Oh, I see. It says restore contacts, restore calendars, restore bookmarks, restore files. There's no files, but it doesn't show my messages.
Right.
So does that mean that my messages are not being backed up in the cloud?
There's a checkbox that allows it in the phone that I can't see from here.
My phone has 30 days, has, all that stuff.
Right. Here, do you want to sign in for your? Yeah, and then we're good. Activate. Sign in. Great.
Oh my God, mine just backed up at 5:39 p.m.
All right.
All on its own, the iCloud backup.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you made a good point. Like, say your kid got in and deleted all your messages. Let's
Right.
just say,
Yeah.
and for some strange reason you hit update now.
Right. You could.
You can go back and get them.
Yes.
Up into a certain amount of point. If you go back to that date, obviously, when you finally realize that would happen.
Correct.
But you cannot, and then you can't extrapolate it basically unless somebody has some sort of device to pull everything out, because you can't physically see anything without your phone.
Correct.
Okay, unless they have some sort of device or to extrapolate all the stuff that's on your phone.
Yeah, they could theoretically use any phone or iPad in their possession to extract your account onto.
Right. And that's how people do things.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah, when
Right.
when you see it go famous about how people's iCloud accounts get hacked, it's not that they got hacked. It's because they used a foolishly usable password.
Or they were able to get into it somehow or do
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah, because people get lazy or they
But
share their
also
password.
hackers have better way. They also can extrapolate things like the normal person like you and I will
Well, like
do
I'd be
differently.
obviously I'd be able to do more damage than say someone who's not a techie, but essentially the best way to stay safe is to have a darn good password.
Right. But no matter what we do or how we do it, or no matter what it is, you definitely are. It's always there. It's just in the cloud. And
Yes.
if anybody knows how to get into the cloud and extrapolate stuff, they can.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you really want to delete yourself, all you can do is delete the entire overall
Got it.
history.
I got it.
Yeah. So I understand why you guys are confused, but Apple's philosophy is that you should be able to either extract everything or nothing. It's really frustrating.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not. I mean, I get frustrated too because I don't think everyone should have to extract an entire profile.
Can you delete stuff from the cloud, like by me being on this iCloud drive?
I don't, no, no, I don't. I think in order to delete your backups, you just have to delete the account. If you want to pretend you no longer exist, all you can do is delete.
Gotcha. Because I'm like in the drive now, it says I have downloads, and I just opened that folder.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, that's
What the hell's that?
that's because you have a checkbox that allows it to back up your computer. You have an Apple computer too, right?
No,
Wait,
I'm on apple.com
wait. What,
or iCloud.com.
yeah, but you're telling. You say the folders, checkboxes. What? Tell me exactly where.
So when I went into, I just showed you here on my, here, I'll show you. I just went, look at this, I'll show you. Hold on a second. Okay, so I went in, watch, this is what I did. I went here.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I went, okay, so this is where I was, right?
Right.
So then I clicked this, and then this came up,
Yeah.
and now I have a folder full of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Here, move it. Yeah. So that was true. Hold on. Let me go full screen again. Hold on, just a second. Can you move up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. So.
You know what I mean? It was like downloads, it has downloads.
All right.
It's like, and it's in the corner, it says it's iCloud Drive.
Okay. So I got. Can I call you back in about?
There's nothing.
Let me call you back in about 5 minutes.
Okay,
All right. Thanks.
thanks, bye.
All right. Okay. Let me get you taken care of.
Yeah, that was a good problem to hear though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get all sorts of people thinking I'm a investigator.
Well,
And I still don't know.
Right. The way you explained it is right. Once you the only way to delete yourself with Apple is delete the account.
Right, and they're afraid that well, I think finally they got it. That backup can be extracted to any other device as long as you have access to the email and the password.
Exactly.
So when people get hacked, it's not that they get hacked; it's that they have a password that says 1234
Yeah.
or password
Yeah.
or their dog's name. Just
Yeah.
not something. I mean, because people get super close to people, they
I
share
get it.
passwords.
Like dummies.
And so then you get divorced and your ex decides to cause you grief.
No, don't do
They
that.
didn't hack your account.
Switch.
No. Yes.
It has to restart to catch back up.
It's finishing up an update. I'm not going to push you through that.
Oh, that's
But
right.
you still have some updates to do, but you don't need to be sitting here for a half hour or more. still.
The good part was they took everything here. Took the Windows that I bought 2016. I brought
Yeah.
that forward.
Right.
That's cool. And the Windows and operating system. I know how to use the Windows and system because we use it at the office. I'm used to that format,
Right.
the 10. So that won't take long for me to get used to doing
No.
all my own personal stuff.
No, it's not that much different. No. No.
But you restored it from the zip drive. I mean, from
Yeah, I
the,
did that already. Oh yeah. So let me get this back again.
I'll put
So
it
all
in
your
the
stuff's
box.
back, and in fact, Diane's stuff is on there also. Her desktop.
Right.
So
You do that. Most of it's all mine.
well, so that Diane folder is on your desktop, so you can copy that to her other computer or whatever. So yeah, that was a sophisticated request, and I wasn't even. And I'm working with two Rosses. I'm thinking
That was other Ross.
that's this guy over here. No, that's not him. Yeah. And he's like, what?
When it restarts,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch if you have time. Set up your set the virtual cloud part so I can set up one for me, one for her,
Yeah.
so that we can just watch it and see what happens. And when 23, when I get the new Dell desktop,
Yeah.
I'll be able to ship everything over from the cloud and go right to it. So here I am.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll show you how to do that. So you can log into your account.
Mhm.
What you can do is you pay the $2 a month, which we can walk you through right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't kick them off the phone sooner because we were waiting on this.
No,
these
it's fine. You
updates
didn't have
anyway.
to. It was a good question. She
Yeah.
asked. I heard it and I thought, yeah, she's worried about something on her text.
Right. She had fired some family or professional acquaintance, and they're worried about them having access.
That's what it was.
All the best thing you can do is change your password. That kicks them out of all of your accounts. But like up in Manhattan, you got a lot of these family managers
Yes.
that you got these big heavy hitters, and
Yeah.
they got to hire someone.
Someone didn't put the data.
Yeah.
They don't
So
do it.
if they have to fire them, and
Yeah.
they didn't change their password,
No.
they can cause a lot of damage.
Yes.
So, okay, so we're gonna log into the OneDrive so that you don't have to worry about backing up immediately. Come on. Okay, so now OneDrive is this icon right here.
With the cloud and the slash in it.
Yeah, it won't be slashed once it's logged in. And you're gonna pay literally $2 a month to back everything up.
Okay.
That's a lie. Hold on. Oh, sometimes OneDrive needs to be updated to be accurate. Come on, it's OneDrive. Okay. Come on. Fix this. It might require me to do some more updates. That's annoying. Let's see here. Here, let's do this. Sync. Allow. Oh, you did sign in. Let's see here.
I stayed signed in.
Good. Well, I need you to be signed into the whole computer because that's how that works. The OneDrive, use your Microsoft account, and it's not just the website, it's the hardware.
Okay.
So it looks like you did sign into the cloud account. Oh, now it says it's signed in. But you're not paying the annual Office fee. So 365 is the annual 365 that includes Microsoft Office.
Mhm.
You don't have that. You paid one time for Office back in
And it's got-
2016. But in order to get the access to the cloud backup, which that would include,
Right.
you have to pay that separately. That's the $2.
Okay.
So sign into that right here.
All right.
So this is OneDrive. This will be your cloud backup.
Your keyboard's just a little bit different than mine.
Yeah, that's why I keep my old trusty mechanical up there.
It's weird how I'm faster on my own keyboard. I'm faster on my own keyboard.
That's why a lot of times people will keep their keyboards despite going through multiple computers.
All right, now.
Okay, and now you click the left button on. I know it's not obvious. Personal, even if it's a work.
Okay, did it?
That's a lie. That's a glitch. We're gonna fix this.
Oh,
See, it says it's signed in already. What it needs
I'll do
is
it
some more. No, it's not your fault. This is a glitch I've seen. This is just from experience. Let me do some more updates. That's why I end up having to do some of these updates. It's not technically a
Can we
completed
sign in again?
update. One of these updates fixes a glitch where it gets stuck. So let me just. Yeah, I'm not quite ready for you yet. Here, I'll move out of your way.
I thought it was easy, but I was.
It usually is once everything's up and running. But I guess you got a few months worth of updates to do to fix this. Let's see here. We want to pay for OneDrive anyway.
Richmont, RICHMONT. Rich.
Hold on, let me go to Get 365. We don't want to do that. What we just want. See, we don't want to do the 99 or the 69. We just want to do the $2 a month cloud backup. Where is it?
OneDrive storage.
Where is it? Do you see that?
Middle? Yeah, middle.
OneDrive.
To your
Oh,
left.
yeah, thank you. That's what I needed. That's the small one. Good. Get more storage. That's what I needed. Good. We already got the 5 gigs. That's not what we want. What we want is the
50 gig?
no 5. That's 5 gigs. What we want is the two. Where's the $2 one?
Maybe it went away. It's only for
No, they
business.
don't want you. They keep trying to upsell us. Hold on. $2.
Of course
One
they
drive.
do. It's like McDonald's or
Right. We want the super heavy meal.
is it medium or is it?
Oh, come on. Where is it? God, that's a scary thing to Google. Let's see here. Best value. No, we don't want the $6, the 6-person $99 one. We want the $2. Where is it? 99, 69,
Getting warmer.
one. Oh, you know what? A 50 gig might actually be enough. Did they change? $1 a month.
Yeah, the 50 gig is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that's cheap. I figured there's a $2 one for 100 gigs. Let's see here. Annual subscription, auto renews. That must be a new plan, or they changed it. So 50 gigs.
Is $9.99 a
That's
year.
pretty close to what you have, though.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can do one that's. We don't quite want to do that. Let me see if there's. There. See, this is the $2 one I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, there it is.
For the 100 gigs, because you already have 50 gigs worth of data.
I'm guaranteed that enough to begin with, right?
Right. So no, to begin with, for free, it's 5. So you
Then
got
I get, then I get 50 after that.
No, so the 50 was a different plan,
Ah.
which they must have added because it wasn't there yesterday.
Now I get 100 gig storage.
Yeah, so for the $2 a month, yes. So get 100 gig storage. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Buy this now. Make sure your credit card number's on file here. There we go. And now subscribe. Good. Alrighty. Now I think we're good.
Well, let me do it now.
I think it will. Now that it's been purchased. Good. Good. Now it wants me to update the app. Lovely. Restart now. There we go. Got it. Okay. After this update's happened, then we'll check that it's backing everything up. Then you have your manual backup, plus the cloud will back it itself up. It'll probably take overnight to back everything up.
Do I leave it all overnight? Leave it run, leave it here, pick it up tomorrow? Do I
No,
leave it-
you take it home. Just, you'll be fine.
Just log in, let it keep running?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And that way, once it's all in the cloud, then you'll be good. It just needs its initial backup. So, yeah, today was a long day online, but it's fine. Like you said, that was a good conversation. I'll call them back.
It
in a
was
few minutes.
actually. I thought it was pretty fascinating to hear what their main concern was. Like you said, that they're worried about somebody getting a hold of
Well, I
that.
didn't want to be too personal and ask them exactly what they were trying to avoid.
But if we knew the answer right up start, it would have saved everybody a lot of time.
Right. Alrighty. I think this update needed to happen before OneDrive was working
So I'll let you
reliably.
in.
Right. We're almost there.
Maybe one thing you should offer in your service is tell people that we help you pre-order.
Oh,
Before you-
preset, well, setting up. So
Yeah,
like, it's like,
bef-
hey, I'll
before
set your
you-
machine up.
Or before you even order the machine, tell
Yeah.
them what your needs are. I'll tell you what you need to order for, like Dell Custom makes a machine for
Yeah.
you. I can help you walk through what you have to order.
My regulars come back to me all the time with that. It's like, this is what I need to buy, and I also tell them expect 5 or 6 years out of it, and we'll just do this
There
again.
you go.
Because I don't even want to get paid to fix a 5 or 6-year-old computer.
No.
Because your value is going to be much greater by getting new hardware
Yes.
after that much time. Okay, OneDrive. Now I've run into this glitch before. Sometimes this OneDrive app here. Let's see here. Good. Now try. Good. I wasn't able to sign in. Okay. Hold on. Let me turn the camera. There we go. Try it one more time.
Wonder why I didn't take it the first time.
It was probably an update because the service hadn't been purchased yet. Good. And now, yeah, there you go. The left button.
And then left.
Yep. You
Oops.
accidentally moved it. Not a big deal. Good. We're signed
Code
in.
to me again.
Oh, yeah. Answer that code.
It's always a number, just so you know. It's never a name. It's always a number
Right.
that Microsoft
Oh.
sends you.
Now, okay, now it says send it. Good. Now we need that code.
And the code is, I'll type it in,
Yeah.
736
736
74
74
86.
86. Hold on. Fix this. Yeah, this is a glitch. Hold on.
That's the right number.
While you were away, your account was frozen. Unfreeze your account.
Well, you're away.
Oh, I've seen this before. I don't know why. Unfreezing your files. It could take up to 24 hours to unfreeze your files. So for whatever reason, your account is frozen.
It was working fine.
Yeah, well, your cloud account. Well, apparently it wasn't. So that's annoying. Call
Let-
me in 24 hours and we'll finish this.
Okay.
All right, that's really
What I owe
annoying.
you for the zip for the drive?
So we'll add another 50, 60 bucks to that, and then the flat rate for this. We're installing Windows 150, so let's call it 210.
210. You
Yeah.
want cash instead?
Cash was cool. Yeah,
I figured you'd like that.
yeah,
And then tomorrow, make me a receipt up so I'll keep it for
cool. No, I can do that now.
my friends at the IRS. I'm
Cool.
sure.
Yeah, your friends, sure. Right,
My friends at IRS.
right.
I probably have one. I might be lucky. I might have it right at it.
Right. Let's see here.
If not, I'll put the extra 10 in there. Because I'm sure you'll figure out $10 more between now and tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks.
Count it, make sure I did it right.
Thank you.
So it's locked up, Chris, 24 hours, right?
I guess so. That's annoying. Yeah, that's really silly. Here, put your email right there.
Okay.
Cool.
I appreciate it. Let me come over and take it today
Yeah,
instead of
sure.
worrying about it. Or I'd still be stuck.
All right.
Send receipt.
There you go. That's so annoying. I don't even know how it gets frozen when you don't use
How
the
would you
account.
know? Well, and not only that, why would they send me a code to do everything else and then tell me, oh, by the way, your account's frozen?
Yeah, let me see what that means to even be frozen. Let's.
Where's Brian when you need him?
Yeah, Brian, why is our account frozen? Why is?
How can we get all the way through, but when you can't get that part?
What is a frozen iCloud account? OneDrive account. Your OneDrive account will be frozen if you haven't signed in during the last 12 months. So there you go.
I didn't use OneDrive account. For
Yeah,
12
exactly.
months.
So
That's
it
why.
got frozen for 12 months. So now they have to set you up an account, and I guess it takes time,
Got it.
which is stupid. I don't know why it takes 24 hours.
Does that mean you can't set up? That's my virtual backup to the
Yes,
cloud, right?
yes, it is.
Okay. Well, then tomorrow we'll figure that part out.
Yeah.
That means I hold on to that till tomorrow.
All right. Well, no, I don't. What this is yours.
Yeah.
Just take it. That way, it's out of here.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
And then no, I'm going to give you your computer.
I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, you can, because you're going to be able to just sign in.
Oh, that's
I
right.
don't need this now. 'Cause
I'll
this
check
is-
into you tomorrow and
You're
say,
savvy
Chris.
enough to be able to sign in.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
yeah. There's no point in making multiple. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said stay here while I do
No,
it.
that was cool. I got to watch it and I got to
Yeah.
learn more.
Yeah.
Plus, helping to be a detective on the
Yeah.
on the call about the Apple account. That was pretty
Right.
fascinating.
Yeah, sometimes people will call me out of the blue with weird.
But that was a good one. I totally understood their concern. I totally get it.
Yeah.
And what their concern was that someone privacy getting hold of access and stuff. And I go, yeah, I totally share that, but I'd wipe out the account to be sure.
Right. Well, if they just change their password, they should be good.
Yeah.
Because that's going to kick anyone else out. All right.
So I gotta do really, Chris, just tomorrow. I'm in town. Turn it back on. Let things start rolling. Get used to keeping it on, and then tomorrow, whatever power cord that came in with.
Did
it.
you cut? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it? Because I
It was
didn't
a
use
black
it.
power
Oh, did
cord.
we actually use it? All right. Yeah, I guess we did. Good. Yeah. Usually I tell people not to bring me this specifically so I don't forget.
Next time I'll know.
All right. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll talk tomorrow after I run it and see if I can unfreeze it. And when
Yeah.
I go into OneDrive and see if it lets me log in.
Well, I guess that's why we were getting that error with the frozen. They weren't able to articulate in writing what was going on. The software that was built into in Windows was not saying your system's frozen. It just says we messed up. So we went to the website. It says it's frozen. Now it's saying it could take 24 hours. Wait until this time tomorrow, and you should just be able to. Actually, probably it'll just work.
But just go into OneDrive and log in and see what it does.
The icon next to the clock is
Yeah.
what we were trying to log into.
The little cloud symbol with the slash.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'll try that.
Yeah. So just plug in everything. You should be good.
I appreciate it, sir. Good luck with your case.
Yeah, I'm gonna
study
call.
there.
I'm gonna call our friends here,
Ross and whoever's wife walked them through it.
Ross and his wife. Yes,
You want this open or closed?
you can leave that open since it's getting a little warm in here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
No problem. Alrighty. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had someone at my door.
No worries. No worries. Okay, so basically, you said that no images will be transferred after so many. What is it? So much time.
Sorry, say that again.
No images will be transferred. Like you said that. Like if you have pictures in your text,
Yeah.
is there only a certain amount of time that they stay in there?
Yeah, I don't know what the finite time. I don't know what the actual timeline is. I just know like if I want to go refer to a picture, then the picture after several months or so is no longer available.
I got you.
I don't have a date. I don't have an actual definition of how long a photo and a text message stays.
Okay.
I can just say that I've tried to refer to a picture I thought I sent someone from months earlier, and it
Right.
wasn't accessible.
Okay, so it just doesn't download into your pictures then, correct?
Correct. You have to manually download a picture that gets texted to you to your photo roll.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise it doesn't get added.
Okay, gotcha.
So
but
if
it's in your profile. Like if I go back.
correct, yes, exactly. Now you're starting to get it. Yeah,
Okay. But
Yeah.
it doesn't unless you actually fully go down and touch it. It won't.
correct, correct.
And if I took the picture, say of a document or something, and I texted it to someone like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?"
Right.
They get it, but it deletes after so many.
Yes, but not on your end. On your end, it gets added to your roll.
Right.
If you were the author of that picture with that piece of hardware, it gets added to your photo roll,
Okay.
and then how it gets
But
managed.
there's basically no way to get rid of deleted messages.
Correct.
It just stays in the cloud.
Correct, until you delete that account, the whole iCloud account.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so I don't. It sounds like you've accomplished a lot, and it doesn't necessarily. I don't. It sounds like I don't necessarily need to come by next week, right?
No, I think no, because next week I think we're going out of town. So
Right.
I think what we'll do is we'll probably wait, because he can't really do his own stuff, and I don't want to do it, because then if he says, "Why'd you delete this?" I don't want to be.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? It's like his stuff. But
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to do that stuff, and I think it's better when someone else does it, because at least it's done for him, and he doesn't have to worry about it.
Well, I think password management is a big deal. Like I use a password manager, which is an app like LastPass, and technically I can use that to manage passwords very effectively. and I don't have anyone working for me, so I don't have to worry about sharing credentials with anyone. But it sounds like he had someone working for him,
Yeah.
and he's worried about that.
Yeah.
The best
And
thing
I
you
just-
could-
It's a matter of just also knowing if, yeah, it does store itself, but no matter what, if you can get into the cloud, you can, and you're tech savvy, you can pull out whatever you want.
Right. Right.
That's all.
But only with that password. Like, I'm not gonna
Right,
break it.
exactly.
I'm not gonna hack it. No one, even with my skills, is gonna hack into your account. I'm
Right.
gonna guess your
Right, I
password
get it.
because I have
I get
intimate
it.
knowledge of the way you operate.
Right. Unless somebody's got a gun to your head and says, give me your password. And
Yes.
that's it,
Correct.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
All right, take care.
Sure. Bye. There you go. A day in the life of me. I guess we've been online for about 3 hours. That was a a bigger visit here on YouTube. Give me a call, 855-434-8787. You see what I'm up to. I'm just a local IT guy giving away conversation, and I do the work live if it makes sense, and film it. There's my face. There's my pretty face. Poorly lit today, but there we are. 855-434-8787. If you catch me live, show up in the YouTube chat, participate. Show up on the phone, 855-434-8787. If I'm able to answer the phone, everyone else can eavesdrop on it. 855-434-8787. Have a nice rest of your day.